All right. All right. So, I am happy. I'm glad Miami won. But let me just say, let me just say that if you have listened to me, I have talked about setting these young men up for success. I have talked about and I have said for the coaching staff to set these young men up for success. And if you watch the game, and again, I also talked about, I have said that all this preseason hype, all this talk doesn't mean anything. I wanted to see product on the field. I wanted to see tangible evidence before, what's up, Israel? Before I made any presumptions, assumptions, or whatever. If you watch the game, and I'm sure y'all did, the first part of the game, Miami had their foot on their neck. Okay? Miami had them. What? Israel talking about F Notre Dame? What? Now, hear me out. I hope my voice hangs in here. But, Miami went up 21-7. They were dominating. They had Notre Dame reeling. They were putting it on them. They were hitting the little 8, 9, 10-yard underneath passes, a little 4-yard rushing play. They were dominating this game. And all of a sudden, people wonder why I suffer from PTSD. Because what we saw, and why do I have I just realized I got Miami versus Notre Dame post-game how. What a moron. Anyway, when it came time to shit or get off the pot, excuse my language, the coaching staff went conservative, prevent. I went into this season opener. I was excited. This is my 46th season. I'm like, yes, let's see what happens. And Miami comes out. They're looking great. That first half, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to put 42 on this Notre Dame team at least. And then this coaching staff that I was hoping, Notre Dame had that one drive. There was a lot of BS calls. But, okay, Notre Dame scored. It's 21-7. But the coaching staff, Central Texas came. What's up? And again, please, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I am glad Miami won. But this is the crap I'm talking about. I'm not trying to nitpick. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. If you saw the second half, the coaching staff went conservative. Miami had the ball on like the what was it, 30-yard line off that interception by Bain that was Messier kicked to him. I'm like, all right, give it to him. This could be the nail in the coffin. But no, you run the ball 3 straight times. When earlier in the first half, those little 10-yard routes, 11 yards route. Hey, how about Malachi Tony? How about C.J. Daniel? Man, was that a catch or what? I mean, I'm sitting here at halftime. I'm like, oh, yeah, we may have something here. But unfortunately, this game, this win over Notre Dame, number 6, to me was overshadowed by I'm not going to be specific, but this Miami coaching staff. Miami coaching staff going prevent and conservative in the second half. And yes, I know I should just shut up and be happy with the win. You're not a real Canes fan. You're not happy with the win. Yes, I am happy for the win, but it's the way in which the game went. Rent free. I mean, come on, man. You had your foot on Notre Dame's neck. You had them down. You could have put the game away, but you didn't. And the reason why I'm making such a big deal of this is because this is game 1. This is game 1. What's going to happen when we get to game 5, game 8, game 10? The playoffs, hopefully. I mean, you know, when you have a team like Notre Dame, and no disrespect to Notre Dame, they have a good team. When you have that team on the ropes, you got to give them the knockout punch. All right? And you know, again, you can say I'm just living in the past. You can just say I'm an ass clown. I'm a fat ass piece of shit. I don't care. But again, why did you go conservative? Why did you run the ball? Okay? And frankly, truth be told, I will be honest. I will give credit where credit is due. But, you know, that first half, I'm like, hey, this offensive line, maybe they've done some stuff. Hey, maybe this defensive backfield may have done some stuff. Unfortunately, you know, at the beginning of I noticed that the defensive backs, some of them weren't trying to tackle and wrap up. They were just hitting them. I'm like, okay, all right, I can this could be a problem. But man, again, Miss Ellen V, hello. But here's the thing. I'm not taking away from the victory, but it's how the victory came about. This trend, this consistency of going conservative and just, I mean, dude, Carson was having a hell of a game. Again, the little 10-yard pass underneath, hitting it all day. And what do we do? What does Miami do? We're just going to hand it off. And look, don't get me wrong. Fletcher and Lofton and the dude from North Dakota, they were doing great. But Notre Dame was on to them. Where is the play action? Okay, and there was a lot of things that transpired that I just contribute to first game. Okay, first game, things are going to happen. And, all I have heard since January is how great this coaching staff is, and how if you say anything against Mario, you are not a real Miami fan. Well, put me in the category of not being a Miami Hurricane fan. But up till halftime, I was like, damn, this is going to be an ass whooping. But then Mario and Shannon they just went conservative. I will say this. Yes, I am going to open up the video line. We're going to talk about this. Because I'm sure, well, let me stop right there. Earlier today I put a little live out, and I'm talking about all of us have different opinions and different philosophies and ideologies, and we don't agree and all this stuff, but we want Miami to be successful. But let me say this. Just because Miami wins does not mean that they are successful. And what I mean, what I'm getting at is you can win, but that doesn't mean you're successful. When I mean being successful, that you have consistent success. You don't sit there at the 30-yard line after an interception, which I'm sitting here thinking, man, we got to get a defensive interception. You don't get that interception and then run the ball 3 times. No, you don't do that. Jimmy Johnson wouldn't have done it. Butch Davis wouldn't have done it. But anyway. All right. Enough of my rant. I'm going to put this link in the chat, and I will say, in the first half, I'm like, okay, maybe like the offensive line. I mean, I'm like, okay, you're doing all right. But then as the game progressed, I'm like, 61, what the frack are you doing? Markel, what are you doing? And luckily, that last possession Miami had, who we got? All right, 70, 73, and 61. How are you tonight?
Winning lottery number.
Rent free. What is up, young man? I know you got some stuff to talk about. But I mean, come on, guys. I mean, tell me, am I?
What you trying?
Am I this crazy old white dude that's saying, get off my lawn? Or do I mean, I watched the game.
Well, what's good, South Coast? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I was actually traveling. I was watching the game while we were heading up, because I was with family this past weekend. So,
Okay, all right.
but I mean, I saw the game. The first half, the offensive line looked like they looked physical in the beginning, but again, it's what pissed me off about the entire game. And I know I should be happy right now. I should be celebrating, but that conservative play call, and I'm sitting there. My mom is she's a huge Canes fan, and I'm visiting her right now. So
Okay,
I and she's sitting there watching it, 'cause she loves Miami. She's from
yeah,
Miami as well. So it's like my whole family's from there, and
right.
down
Okay,
there, in Miami. So we all love the Canes, and it's just like I'm watching Mario and Dawson with the conservative play calling. Especially that last one, man, when they went for the field goal and they kicked a 47-yard field goal with a kicker that they've been talking about is iffy, and you put it in that kicker's hands. It's like, yo,
right.
I mean, the play call was just bad. Like Notre Dame was burning time out, so all you had to do was go to the tight end, cross the middle of the field, get a quick first down, and then you could bleed the clock out
Yeah,
and get them down to the 15 or something, man. But don't put them in a
it,
situation like that, because then what happens is if he misses the field goal, the fan base kills him, and that's not fair to
right.
that kid. So it was just
Yeah,
bad play calling towards the end. And Dawson, and I'm gonna let you finish. I don't want to, I got a lot I want to say, but I know Dawson. Dawson has proved exactly what I've been saying. He's not a good OC. He's not creative. He gets conservative. It's just like it is what it is. They're not gonna win. They're
right.
gonna lose games in the future because of that. Watch.
Well, and Renfrey, uh, first off, what's up, Hey Roo? What's up, Phil E Brown? But yeah, I agree with you, Renfrey. I mean, it's like I how can I explain this? But I should be happy. I should be excited. Miami beat number 6 Notre Dame. But after watching that second half, I'm like, man, here we go again. Here we go again. But I mean, and honestly, I thought the defense did pretty good. But I don't know what happened. What happened in the second half? Now that last possession for Notre Dame, yeah, the defense turned it up, etc. But I mean, the conservative play calling, you know, I don't. Hey, Rue, talk to us. I'm gonna get to you 70, 73, and
Yes.
61.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing good. How you been, man?
I ain't gonna. I've been doing good, man. Nice to see y'all. Great win. I want to start all of that, but I'm gonna get on your side on this one, South Coast.
What?
'Cause man, I was like, is Mario setting this shit up to box this shit again? Why is y'all? First of all, Dawson pissed me off in the first half. We should have been up 21-9 when he tried to his short, his third, second and short. He tried a deep pass to JoJo Trader. And then he do the
Mm-hmm.
same little run. I said to myself, I said, man, watch he run out the middle and they finna start this shit. That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yes.
Ah, where's our run plays, man?
And you're right, Heru, and to
Straight up the middle,
Israel's
up the middle, up the middle.
yeah, and to Israel's comment, the offensive line was given Beck time to throw those little 10-yard, 11-yard plays, but it's like, you know, I know the running backs at the first half were getting about 3, maybe 4 yards. I don't know the exact number, but they were getting a little bit. But it's like again, again, you know, you had Notre Dame's defense reeling. They were hurting. They were tired. You saw it at the end of the second half or whatever, third quarter. But then it's like, we're going to stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
it to me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I
No,
had to get
no.
to it. To me, it almost look now. You know, I got a little experience and all that shit. To me, it was almost
Hmm.
like he told us to call them dogs down because they
Yeah.
don't want to embarrass Notre Dame this early and make
Right.
them look too
Right.
bad. And you know, that's one of their money makers. They want them in the
Hmm.
playoffs all the time.
Hmm.
I really think they took called dogs down, and you know, I just I listen. What all the bad that the coaches did, and yeah, we know they gonna probably be goofy. I I prefer being on this end of the stick now, where
Yes.
we're
Yes.
leading, they're chasing us. I'd rather win those close games, and we got a biting defense that we'll feel more
Okay.
confident in.
Okay. Hang on. Hold up. I'm gonna get to you, Cuban. All right. E Brown. E Brown. I like you. You're a good dude. Okay. But you make the comment, what the hell am I listening to? The team just beat the national championship runner up. I mean, they literally beat them up. Okay, let me give you my, before anybody says anything, let me give you my retort to that. Yes, yes, E. Brown. You are right. You are correct. Miami just beat the national championship runner up from last year. Okay. And yes, Miami won the game. Okay. Yes, they did beat them up in the first half. You're absolutely right, E. Brown. But my hang up is okay, this is game one. We got 11 more of these to go through. Okay. 11 more to go through. And to see this coaching staff, Mr. Brown, take their foot off the gas and just try to coast and play not to lose, that is going to bite us in the ass. Again, I understand. I understand it's Notre Dame. I understand they were runner ups last year. I completely understand they were number 6. I get that. I'm not that daft. I know this. But when I watch, give y'all a little secret, little insight. When I watch a Miami football game,
Kane's insight.
I I'm gonna get to you, Cuban. I promise. And then I'm gonna get a little Lakers all day. Glad to have you here. See, here's the thing. Uh, you know, I'm looking at okay, let's see how you perform today and how does that transpose into future success. And right now, from what I've seen the last 3 seasons plus tonight, is that when Miami gets ahead, they're going to go conservative. All right. Now, yes, I understand, E. Brown. I understand that this was Notre Dame, and this is exactly what I expected to hear. That yes, Miami beat Notre Dame. They were last year's runner up. Okay, that's last year. What have you done for me lately? And again, this play may be okay for the rest of the season. I don't know. But one thing I do know, it's like Jimmy Johnson has said, stay on them, don't let up, dominate. I think Joaquin said dominate, you know, and if they continue this trend of jumping out to a quick lead, dominating the first half, and then play conservative, it's going to bite them on the ass. All right, Cuban, give me your thoughts, and then we're going to get to Lakers all day. What's up, dude? Cuban? Or should I
Oh,
say
so no, 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 it's no. It's,
73.61?
it went off for a second. How you doing? This is A man. Hell's gonna freeze over. I am with Mr. E Brown. The hell we complaining about? we beat Notre Dame and them racist bleeps. You know what I'm saying? We should not have I have my little complaints on the O line, right? Number 70, 73, 61. But you got a good point, South Coast. We dominated and we went conservative. I don't get this conservative crap. I hate it. When we had the turnover, we ran the ball 3 times in a row. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we got to go get for the kill. We could have went up 28-7, and
Easy,
we just went
easy,
conservative. But
easy.
this is okay. This was a dominant win. I
Hmm.
expect this the rest of the season. I am
Yes.
not. If this shit goes down from here, I'm gonna get pissed off like last year. Okay,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
this is you saw how physical this team was, and I was talking to
Yes.
studio,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I'm gonna get hate here, but Lau needs to redshirt. He dances too much. He doesn't hit the damn hole. He
Hmm.
needs to redshirt and learn how to play running back. When you saw number 6 and number 4 get the ball, they got the ball and went down the hill. Especially Fletcher. I don't understand why Fletcher doesn't get more playing time. You
I
know,
don't know. I don't know.
but
I
the
don't know.
team looked impressive. You could see the difference
Yes.
of strength and
Yes.
conditioning coach,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Not you didn't see that many players limping off the field, getting
Right.
hurt,
Right. Right.
so on and so forth, like last year, and just gassed out. So I'm
Right.
proud of that. I am not going to crab. This the only thing we'll crab about. This is the expectation, just like last year. We look good, we look dominant, and I expect this every single game, right? The great thing that I saw was Tony. Tony came in there and took
Oh
everybody's
man.
position.
What?
He took
What?
JoJo's position. He took
Yes.
JoJo's position. He took Ray's position.
Hmm.
You have to compete to the level of that kid. That kid is a beast, you know.
Yes.
So, oh, by the way, you Notre Dame fans in the chat, one half of the Notre Dame chat, how does it feel like to be a Notre Dame fan right now?
And look,
But that's what I got.
I got you.
I'm
And
not.
look,
I'm not. I'm not crabbing. I'm sorry.
I know.
The thing
No,
is,
no.
we've been down so much, man. It's like, and I gotta. Yes, clock management it's horrible. Like in the first half, we had what 1 time left. It's like, what are we doing? The clock management still scares me, right? The clock
Yes.
management scares me.
Yes.
That's a big thing. But
Hmm.
the only thing that I kind of have to nitpick on, and we have to be mindful. South Coast, I did this last year, and I'm going to do it this year. Tackling.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yes. Yes.
tackling is something
Wrap
that
up.
we have to pay attention to. And last year I said our DBs or handsy were not that good, and I got destroyed. This year I'm saying tackling is a little bit funny.
And it's funny but it seems to me, and this is just me, but it's like since the Manny Diaz era, I mean, I don't know if these defensive backs are scared of getting a targeting call or what, but I've noticed the trend has been going towards they just put the shoulder and hit them. They don't wrap up. Now they did have that one guy had that WWE takedown, but I noticed that tonight. And again, I know that little running back for Notre Dame was spinning and this and that, but that first possession, it's like wrap up. Don't just put your shoulder and try to hit him. But yeah, you're right. All right. Lakers all day. You still with us there, buddy? What's
Yeah,
going
man, what's
on?
up?
Give us your
What's up?
thoughts and theories and ideas.
I'm not gonna say this was a dominating game because Florida State had a dominating game. Our game was a close game, so I can't say that we dominated because FSU dominated Alabama. We didn't do that because we took our feet off the gas in the third and fourth quarter. We let them come back, and it was a nail biter, and we had to win by a field goal.
Now,
So this dominating thing, That's not dominating. Dominating is where you had 27 points, you had 24 points on the board, right? They had how many like 7 or 14, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you have 24 points, you got to keep scoring points, get points, get points. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go freaking three and out and run the ball first down, second down, third down, and then kick punt the ball. Like,
Right,
you're over here being conservative, bro.
right,
Look what
right.
freaking efforts you did. They freaking passed the ball. They did all
Mm-hmm.
this,
Mm-hmm.
and we over here. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy about the win, yes,
Yes,
but
yes.
we can't let you know us in the third quarter let a team like Notre Dame or a team like Florida State or a
Right,
team like Florida come back in the third quarter
right.
and we have a nail biting game in the fourth quarter because
Mm-hmm.
guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Florida and FSU, they're not gonna play like Notre Dame did.
No,
They're not gonna
no.
have saying like we're winning. They're gonna show mercy. They're gonna go at our necks every quarter.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
this conservative football that we play in the third and fourth quarter, that shit needs to stop, bruh.
Right.
Like for
Now,
real.
if I can interject, okay, talking about Florida State and Alabama.
Hmm.
Oh, again, let's keep this in perspective, people. This is week one.
Oh, I
All
know.
right.
Hmm.
Let's keep it in perspective. It's only week one. But, with Florida State and Alabama, I just don't my opinion, I don't think that Alabama is the Alabama that we
No, no,
all
no, no,
no no no
no,
no no
no,
no 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 I'm not trying to argue with you Lakers all day. You have a
no. Hmm.
great point, but what I'm saying is it's in other words, I'm not trying to take away from Florida State, okay, but let's keep it in perspective, okay? It's the first game. Uh, we don't know if Alabama was that bad or if Florida State was that good. We don't know, but we do know one thing: Alabama shit the bed.
Yeah, and
But
get and guess hold up now
and
and guess what else though, and guess what else? We almost did that same exact thing tonight.
exactly,
So
exactly,
guess
and
what? So we
that's
can't be doing that.
but
Oh
here's the thing
no,
though.
you're not gonna
I
do what
think
Alabama
Florida.
did,
I mean, I don't
bro.
really want to get to Florida State because I don't care about those
Nah, I don't care either.
people.
But I'm just saying
But
that we
I'm
can't
just
we can't have
the
these
thing
lapses right now.
exactly.
That's what
What's
my
up?
problem is.
What's up, QB? What's up,
But
QB?
but but but, but hold up,
Oh,
and then okay, look, it was a I love the win, but
yes.
but but like I mean like what's up? I mean like to me, so like I like our DC, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But why does he have a linebacker in coverage? And where the heck is Wesley Persaint? Why
Well,
wasn't
Well,
he?
here.
Why was
Go ahead, QB.
Lakers.
Go ahead,
I
QB.
rather have a linebacker in coverage than a damn defensive end, right? So I
Yes.
am not going to complain
Yes.
because last year we had
Well,
defensive ends out there covering, running backs and receivers, and that shit looked like hell. So
no?
right, right,
I'd
right.
rather have a linebacker covering going out in coverage versus a damn
So wait a
defensive
minute.
end.
Hold on.
You
Time out.
gotta have
Time out. Time out.
linebackers
Here's
in
the thing.
coverage, bro.
Wait,
You
wait,
gotta
wait.
have
Hold up. Hold
linebackers
up.
in
Wait,
coverage.
wait, wait,
Usually,
wait, wait, wait.
usually, I'm just a Madden informed person, but usually when the running back goes out, the linebacker usually covers him. Okay, but uh,
So you're telling me, right? When number one, when number one was guarding the tight end, and the tight end got wide open. Do you know who got beat on that play? The
Yeah,
our linebacker got beat on that play because guess what? He
yes,
came
yeah,
down
you're
and
right,
low
you're
key
right,
he
you're
freaking
right.
bumped and he tripped the tight end, and the
Mm-hmm.
tight end went straight down the field wide open, almost
Yes,
scored a
yeah.
touchdown.
And,
So
yes,
and Gidry would have had a defensive end. He would have had Mesidor Bain
Oh
No,
covering.
yeah,
That's it.
anybody could
Yeah.
blow that coverage.
no,
That was
no,
a
no, no, no.
mistake.
For me,
And,
That
and
was a
I'm
again,
not
mistake
saying
on the
I'm
previous touchdown.
for me, right? I'm not saying having a DN or a linebacker. I would rather a CB,
right.
a DB out there
I got you.
covering a
But
tight end, not a freaking linebacker.
right. But again,
Come on, y'all.
let's remember it's just the first game. I'm not condoning anything, but it's the first game.
But Laker, one thing, Laker. So if you have a DB out there, you know what Notre Dame is going to do?
They're gonna
They're
run the
going to
ball.
run it. Yeah. So you have to have
Yeah.
a linebacker. You need linebackers out there to be physical against
Right.
the running back in the line, right? So
Yeah,
that's
I
the
got
best
you.
thing. That's the best thing you could
Yeah,
have done, you know. But like
he just
last year, we
blows
would
the
have put
coverage. He didn't just get beat like athletically. He just blow like forgot. Oh shit! I let a man slip behind me. Same thing that
Hmm.
happened on that other touchdown.
No,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
And
where
yeah,
he
and
picked
again,
that little sack.
right.
The
And
DB
again,
fell asleep.
yeah. You know,
it's
you're right.
just
The DBs did fall asleep that time though.
right. It's again, I I don't want to condone anything. Again, it's the first game of the season. Okay, they were
Yeah.
thrown to the fire. All right. We didn't start with a Bethune or a FAMU or a Ball State.
Hmm.
Miami
It's a
winning against
yeah.
Notre Dame.
It's a
Okay,
great
and
win though.
let's be honest with ourselves. Notre Dame is a good team.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, they
are.
was a game away from
Okay.
beating
Now,
Ohio State.
now,
Hey yo, can I ask y'all a question?
Play away.
sure.
Where was JoJo Trader? Like for me, like I mean, low key, if I'm JoJo, I'm kind of mad because like
Well,
low key, bro,
well,
like this is my
well,
this like where was he at?
okay.
well
I can understand. I can understand that. I can
Like, come on,
understand that.
man.
But again,
Just the way they were
not.
covering though. They were
Yeah,
kind of
I'm not.
covering bracketing the outside, so the
Right.
slot.
nah.
Right.
It's one of
Here's the
those things.
thing.
Is Malachi Tony came to play. He took everybody's lunch. That's what it is, you
And
know.
Mm-hmm.
And
and
Joe,
yes.
and you know, the thing is, it's that off season hype. I tell people be careful. Listen to that off season hype.
But
Proof
couldn't
when
mhm.
you are a football player, you're going to show your ass. Tony just got it. He's 17, 16 or 17 years old. He
So
didn't
you're
need no special anything. He was just getting wide ass open and doing the damn thing.
so you're
He,
telling me that a 16-year-old, 16 or 17-year-old is outplaying JoJo Trader when JoJo's player played last year, but not really
Okay.
yeah,
last year, but
Okay. Before
that's
that don't
crazy.
matter.
That's an
before we get into that, before we get to that discussion, uh, Jen J, welcome. But again, here's the thing: we here we don't know what the game plan was behind closed doors. Okay, we don't know what they had for JoJo. I mean, I did honestly, as much as I appreciated what Malachi did, I'm kind of curious on why, and I still can't get over CJ Daniels' catch. Oh my gosh. Now, if that was going to be the greatest catch, that CJ Daniels catch was friggin' awesome. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, saute, or broil it. It was a good catch. Now, again, I don't know. We don't know because we don't pay $20 a month to Kane's Insight for insider information, but we don't know what the game plan was with JoJo. I don't know. It does seem a little suspect that Beck was keying on Malachi. Okay, we don't know.
I, so,
I
so,
don't know.
can I say something with that?
Again, it's first game, and as far as who got the ball, who didn't get the ball, to me, this is just me personally. That is overshadowed by the conservativeness. Good Lord, I've had too many cups. The way the offense went into conservative mode. Okay, and I really don't want to get too too crazy about the way the team played other than the play calling by the coaches. And that's what pisses me off. And
Yep.
What you saying? You
that's
don't want to
why
talk about but nothing but what pisses you off?
no, 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 no,
That's
no, no,
kind of
no.
way that's the way that statement came off, though. I'm just being honest.
And you're right. You're right. Hey, Rude. You know what pisses me? Okay, here's what
We can
pisses.
talk about the pissed off part, but you made it
Yeah,
sound like the only thing you want to talk about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just
I
so
want to talk about
tired.
that part too. I'm on your side tonight,
You
but
know, no,
in
no,
the
no.
mud.
It's not a look. Hey, Rude. Look, baby. Look. Hey, Rude. It's not about my side, your side, his side, their side. I'm just saying, for me personally, my hang up is the the way again I I get criticized for my PTSD when in fact the reason for my PTSD is what happened in the second half.
Hmm.
That's all.
And that's what
I
I
Just
was.
agree.
please,
I agree
That's
with
Well,
you, but you don't
and
gotta keep
please,
repeating
okay.
it. Well, I
So
agree with you.
all right. So oh,
but
But
the only thing is that
I do want to
go
hold on,
go
go
co-stop.
ahead. Go ahead,
go no
Hayward.
go ahead,
Talk
so
to
go
us,
ahead.
Hayward. Go
I
ahead,
do want to
Hayward.
expound on that receiver
Yes,
issue.
please,
First
please
of
do.
all, they got two first round corners on the outside. They playing tight coverage on the outside receiver with some bracketing. So the
hmm
slots got open. You notice how the inside intermediate routes were open? That was the
Yes,
type of coverage. So I ain't taking nothing from Malachi.
right.
He did way better. He lived up to that hype because they were
Yes,
overhyping him. I was like, damn, is he that good? He is that good.
he
But
is.
he had to key on him because of the coverages they were playing, bro.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
But hold on. But when you're that dude, man, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What receiver is what DB is covering you. This is Miami, man. Like if you're that good as an outside receiver, the ball's gonna come to you. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I don't.
Yes.
So the thing about JoJo, I fear that this sounds like the Ray thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Ray is great. Ray is this. Nah, man. The lights came on. The film was rolling and you got to prove your shit. You know what I'm saying? And the only two receivers that were proving this shit was number 10 and number 17.
But
You
wait,
know what I'm
hold
saying?
up.
And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
One
go ahead,
No,
thing
no,
about
no,
I
no, no. Because
go
like,
ahead.
so like, I mean,
You
shoot, man.
get to
When I
go ahead, Lakers,
was
go ahead.
no, no, shoot, man. When I was watching the game, all I seen was number one and number five go out for a block, and all
Hey,
they was
that's
doing was just blocking the freaking wide receiver. That's it. Yeah,
hey,
and then
that's
they
right.
went back out there on the sideline. So
Okay,
the thing is,
let's
this is the thing. Shannon told you last year how his offense runs. If you are dependent, I'm going to throw you the ball every single play. He did it last
mhm.
year with Restrepo,
Yep,
George,
yep,
and Arroyo. So
yep.
that's
mhm.
the way this offense works. This offense, Shannon pretty much tells you, he's like, if you are dependable, I'm going to throw you the ball 80,000
Right,
times. I
right.
don't think those other dudes are dependable. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see Joe, films of JoJo, he's doing these one-hand catches in practice, and it's like, hey man, that doesn't happen during the games. Focus on your route running, focus on your speed,
Man,
and that's going to get you where you need to
So
get to.
so
That's
you're
why you got this
Okay.
young.
hold on.
All right.
Go
So
ahead,
Here,
Rand.
here. Okay. Hold on. I want to hear E. Brown because he's the one that says we should be happy that Miami won. Screw everything that happened during the game, but we should be happy that Miami won. What's up, E. Brown? Talk to us, baby. Come on. Here's your chance.
Hey, listen, listen. I wanted to hear Cuban expound on what he was talking about, but I just gotta say, man, I don't know. Maybe Trader's hurt. I mean, maybe that's one reason why he's not playing. Maybe he didn't play tonight. Maybe he's hurt. But I gotta agree with Cuban. He just didn't perform at the part to get on the field. I mean, those those receivers who were catching the ball tonight, those guys proved themselves in practice, proved themselves in the game, and they deserve to be on the game. All that other all that other talk about who did what, JoJo Trader and whoever else is not on the field. They're not on the field because they didn't play up to par.
Yep.
Okay, that's the bottom line.
So you're
Jojo
telling
got
me that the first game of the season, right? The first game of the season, JoJo's hurt.
no, he got enough looks. He out
Oh
there
man, you can
playing.
get hurt in
Yeah.
practice, man. He could have got hurt in practice. You don't know that?
Well,
How do you know? How do
He
you
missed
know
two
if he
more.
didn't get
He
hurt
missed
during practice? How
out.
do you know he didn't get hurt during warm ups? How do
I
you know?
watched him play in the whole game.
He was out there. He played,
he
but
was.
I
I
just
remember seeing
get
him.
it.
He
He
was
was
actually
playing.
Some
he was a
heavy
lead
block.
blocker.
Wow, broke it open one.
That's
He
what I'm
threw it
saying. He
to
was
him.
playing,
But
but he
Just
just wasn't
like I
catching no
said, they
passes.
had top coverage on the outside, allowing the
Yes.
spot open.
That's right. They had NFL cornerbacks
Beck,
playing out
Beck,
there tonight.
Beck
You
took
need people to
advantage,
get
and
open.
that's what I like about Beck. He gonna
Hmm
give what the defense. He gonna
Yes.
Gives
take what
you.
the defense give.
Hmm
Jump off. That's what a jump off,
Exactly,
and the
Hayward.
inside routes was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, no, ain't nothing wrong with
Uh,
JoJo. Y'all overreacting.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
the
No.
bottom line, the
I,
bottom
I,
line is
I, I just want to see him play more. That's it.
the
this is
bottom
Well,
not a
line is
charity. Hold up, this is not charity. This is not, hey, guy, you're good. We're gonna put you in the game because because you're so and so forth. Nah, you gotta prove that shit. This is Miami. We
I
don't
got
play people for the hell of it. It's like you got a name. Nah, you gotta
right.
compete and fucking win. It's
Right.
just like this
Now,
reminds me when DJ Williams was here, right? Everybody was crying. Why isn't DJ Williams playing? Because Jonathan Vilma's a
right.
beast and he
Right.
you.
needs to
Right.
step up his game.
Right.
So the thing is, these receivers need to go home and say, this 16-year-old came out of high school and took all of our stuff. We need to
exactly,
play
And
better.
and
We need to
again,
do better.
exactly.
again,
Wait, hold up. Is he really 16 though?
16 or
no.
17. No, he's 16 or 17, something
Cuban,
like that.
Cuban,
He's a
Cuban, Cuban, Cuban likes to exaggerate.
no, he is 16 or 17. I'm not lying. He is 16 or 17.
So
Well,
you're
he's
tell,
got to
Yeah,
so
be.
he's
you're
seven.
telling
I
He's
think
me
got to
he's
be
17 years old. I think
17.
he's 17.
he's
17.
Yeah,
17 and freaking Ryan Williams is 17 too?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's
I
again,
have a
supposed to be
question
still in
though.
high school. He reclassed, so
He
he skipped
reclassed.
school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I got a
well,
question.
I
really,
will,
really
I
a senior
will,
high school right now.
I will say this again. It was Notre Dame. Okay, let's not forget it was Notre Dame's first game of the season. I really, as of right now, I don't think Miami's going to face a team of this talent as of right now.
I'll tell
Uh,
you.
that
Hey,
doesn't
hey,
mean
South Coast. That's a great point
what's
you
up.
just made, South Coast, because
Okay, again,
nationally, what they're talking about nationally about the University of Miami right now is that the University of Miami and Notre Dame, they were the two most physical teams they've seen
yes,
over the 5-day weekend so
yes,
far.
but
I mean,
that
think about
doesn't
that.
exactly. I'm not taking anything away from that. I'm just looking at the way this game unfolded from a coaching standpoint, and how does that translate to success for these young men come November? Okay. Uh, if I was to base the 2025 season on what I just saw these last 3-4 hours, okay, whatever. But again, I hate to throw the PTSD out there, okay, but we have to look at this game by game. Because, okay, again, Virginia Tech, okay, I know it's August. Virginia Tech, did their thing against South Carolina, but I'm just saying, you have to stay on top of your game.
What
You
did they
have
do
to
against South
stay.
Carolina?
They
They ain't
lost
doing
like,
nothing. They lost.
They lost.
okay,
They got
yes,
whooped.
but
24-11.
again, how many times has Virginia Tech got whooped in August and September
I'm worried
and
Uh,
about
come
these
back
first
in
five
November?
games, y'all.
and
To be
what I
honest with
will
you,
But,
say is,
Coach South
you know,
Coast, I'm
yes,
South Coast.
concerned about these first 5 games with that coaching. We
yes,
got
Yeah,
South Florida, who just beat
yes,
Boise State. Then we got to
yes,
go to Florida. Then we got to play
yes,
Florida State, and then we got to play
yes,
Louisville.
yes.
I'm telling you
thank
right
you,
now,
Hey Rue.
South Coast,
Go
South
ahead,
Coast.
Brent.
I'm telling you right now. All I'm gonna
Hang on,
say
rent
is,
free, rent free. Go ahead, rent free.
all I'm gonna tell you is, if they coach conservative like that against Florida State,
Oh,
Florida, or USF, especially the way Florida State is playing, as
yes.
aggressive as they defense and as physical as FSU look, they're not gonna play like Notre Dame. And Florida State,
No.
their
What did I
defense
tell
is,
you, South Coast King? I told you that.
you
Didn't
know,
I
at the
just say
end of
that?
it,
Yes,
like
yes,
like
yes.
like I'm telling you right now, like you Miami, I know everybody wants to, everybody want, Mario fans want to say Mario won the game. No, Mario got lucky yet again. It was a bad play call at the end. You want to be
Yes,
conservative. Instead of
yes,
going for, you just conservative, bro. If you'd have
yes.
missed the field goal, you would a kicker y'all been concerned about all off season.
Boy, that
You
man
know,
was
it,
four
it is
from
what it is.
11, boy. Four
And
for
let me tell
11 before he
let me
kicked. Before he
let
started
let
kicking.
me let me
I'm just
tell you
saying,
about
man.
let me tell you about field goal kickers. Okay. This is a South Coast Kane editorial. No
Hmm.
disrespect to anybody. But let me go on a rant. When Miami let Abram go and you
Hmm.
brought that Burt Auburn who couldn't hit the broadside of a barn at Texas, I'm just gonna put it out there. Why Miami brought in that Auburn cat from Texas? I don't get it. I
Yeah, I
don't
I don't
know.
get
either.
it.
I know,
I
but
don't
a low key,
understand that.
bro. I'm still nervous
But
about our kicker though, y'all.
but
Oh yeah, I
but
wanted to say something.
but
Go ahead.
it should not come down to a field goal kicker. It should not
I
That's
come
did want
down
to,
because
to that.
South
hmm
Coast. I did want to say something that I
Go
noticed,
ahead.
and
Go
this
ahead,
is for this
Renfrey.
is also
Speak.
for this is also for Cuban. So we were talking about the O line. O line did look physical, but what I realized about the O line is they are good in pass protection. When it comes to actually making holes in the
Told you.
run, when it actually comes
their
with making
ass
holes for the run, they're
trash.
terrible. They're only good in short yard
Exactly.
situations where they can just lean over.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all they
Exactly.
are. That's a terrible run
They
game.
don't
And in a run
they don't
game,
I
make
think I
no
think that's
I
because they
thought
just running it straight up the middle though,
nah,
y'all.
bro. Nah, bro.
I
Like
thought
Nah.
I
I
thought
nah,
mean,
I
bro.
back to
was
back
the
to back, that's easy to stop as a defense.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's
I
easy to
thought
stop, but bro,
I
like
thought
there's
I
fuck
was
no
the
with me.
only one.
he didn't make no holes. The O line didn't make no holes for the running back.
I
Cause
You
you
didn't
thought
ain't know
see
it's
also.
only one hole and they clogging it up the
Right. I
middle.
I
Run
thought
right,
I
run
was
left, sweep right, sweep left,
yes.
please.
Yes, I thought I was the only one who saw that the offensive line couldn't open anything up
but
between the
they can
but
pass
but
tackles.
look
protect very well.
but low key, y'all check this out, yo. We did that same blocking we did tonight with the run game. We did that shit last year.
We
Yes.
did.
The
Man,
Yes.
the
what
same
the
last year.
Hold on.
what
It's
the
funny
hell?
because
Nah,
I
bro,
get.
nah, E Brown.
It's funny because
Nah, E Brown. We not doing
What
that
the
tonight.
hell am I listening?
You need
To?
you nah E Brown, listen, go back to see what the running game was
What
like
the
last
heck am
year
I listening
and
to, bro?
go
What the heck am I
no E
listening
Brown, check me out. Listen, bro. Go back and watch the running game we had last year and go back to watch it this game. And you're gonna be that it's the exact same running game. You
Yes.
can't get
Hey,
Yes.
no holes open
E
Brian,
up.
Brian, you
I'm gonna tell
Look,
you why I'm
You
hard
think
on the.
look.
I'm gonna tell
E
real
Brian, you
quick,
think
Taco.
Florida
I'm gonna let
State
you
gonna
go. I'm
Go
gonna
go
tell you why
ahead.
I'm hard on
Let
Miami, right?
Hayru.
I
Go
Hayru.
ahead,
expect
bro.
12-0.
Go.
Mhm.
So
Go
this
Hayru. Go Hayru.
bullshit, I'm finna point it out now. I
Do
expect
it
to beat
Hayru.
Notre Dame. I expected this win.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm gonna point out this bullshit now, cause I
Go
don't
ahead.
want no goofy shit along the way.
Talk to him. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
Hayru.
I
Tell
mean, we
us.
got the team, we got the players. Our DBs
Yes.
look like they biting. I don't need no goofy shit. I don't need
Right.
no up the middle, up the middle, up the middle.
Right.
The
But
goofy shit.
but low
Yes.
key, bro, that's on the OC plug. That's on the OC
I
and the running
know,
game.
I know. That's why we're on
Yes.
their ass right now. I know
Right.
E. Brown like, oh, we should enjoy it. Yeah, I'm
Right.
enjoying it. I enjoy
Yes.
talking
Yes.
shit to my coach after a win. Because
Right.
we expect victory. Now we
Right.
expect hot coaches get good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we
Hey,
don't
but I
point out
will
the bullshit so they can be like, all right, we got to fix that. We got to get
What
better.
talk to him.
I'm glad you pointed it out, but you gotta realize there's a strategy to what they were doing, man. The strategy was to
No,
wear down the Notre Dame defense. How are you
But
gonna wear down the Notre Dame defense? You're gonna run
man.
at them and
the
make them tackle,
the
bro.
Only
Come
thing
Man,
on,
is,
man.
they had
that
the
was a
no.
job.
Okay, all right, hold up. They had the
Jesus.
Notre Dame defense on the ropes. They were pushing them. They were moving them. They had them despaired. And
Thank
what
you.
happened? They went
My thing
conservative.
is,
E. Brown, look, don't get me wrong, brother. I love you as much as anybody else. The fact of the matter is, they had the Notre Dame defense on the ropes,
Thank you. They
you got
Mm-hmm.
to
did.
and
finish the
they
job.
just took their
You
foot off
finish
the
the job.
throttle like they were saving tires.
I'm
See,
not
here's the
defending
deal,
that. I'm not defending that fact because you're absolutely correct. They did take the foot off. After they came out of the second half
Mr.
and they
E.
went
Brown.
down
I
the
have a
field
question for you
and
when you're
scored that
done,
touchdown. They took the foot off the gas. Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
Mr.
However,
E. Brown.
What's up, Savage
however,
Gaming? All
there's
right,
a
Go ahead, Brent.
go ahead, go
I
ahead,
was
go ahead.
asking. I wanted to ask Mr. E. Brown a question, man, because I respect him for his for what I respect his perspective. But here's my thing. Mario Cristobal was coached by Jimmy Johnson, and so why is it that we don't coach like Jimmy Johnson? When you at Miami, you blow them out. You finish the damn job. You attack. They were on their heels. There was a time when Miami could have just went up. It could have blown them out the water. And you want to be conservative. What's the freaking point? You go ahead and you start hitting them in the mouth after they're tired at the end when you up 30 points. But
Mm-hmm.
they got comfortable being up 14, and then you let the refs fuck you over on some plays too. I
And
mean the
then
refs, and then and
the
then
defense
and then
got tired too. The defense was
the
tired.
defense got tired.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like the defense played very well in that game, honestly. And I mean they the positions they added on the from the transfer portal, those guys played well, man. I give credit
Yes.
where
Yes.
credit's due.
Yes.
They were
Yes.
Yep.
more physical. Ruben Bain looked like Ruben Bain that we expect. I mean even Mesidor was doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive tackles
Yeah.
looked good.
And
Line
and number
linebacker play
11
looked
too.
good.
Yep.
I mean, I give respect where respect is due and credit where
Right.
credit's due, but they got scared, man, and it just looked like they were playing not to lose, and then they
Yeah.
almost lost the freaking game, and that's how you.
Yeah.
That's why they're not gonna. I'm telling you right now, let them play like that against USF
Or,
with a
or or
quarterback
Florida. Or
or
Florida.
Florida or Florida State. Florida State's definitely they not scared of Miami. Oh, they're gonna be ready. I'm letting you know that right now,
Hell yeah,
and they're
they're
gonna
gonna be
blitz
ready.
Carson
it's not.
and Carson.
Well, I listen. I respect y'all. Your points. All of your points are valid.
Mm-hmm.
But gentlemen, we got to realize, man. We just beat the team that played in the national championship game last year. And I know, Coast, I know it's last year, but that's the same team that everybody was touting, saying that they were going to be back there again this year.
And got a better
Right.
team
Right.
they were
You
playing.
know,
So
and we took
here
that
here.
team. We took that team and literally beat them to death until the
Mm,
third quarter, where we
right.
took our foot off the
Right.
pedal.
Thank you.
And
So
here's
so
here's
so
okay.
You know,
Here's my thing, Mr. Brown. You are absolutely correct. But if this Miami team is going to be a championship team, if they're going to go 12-0 and win the national championship, when you have a team of the caliber of Notre Dame, as of right now, you have to stay on the throttle. And
yep.
what I mean is, you can't just, you know, lift off the throttle. You have to continue to dominate. And again, it's first game. It's game one. It's August 31st. Okay, it's the beginning of the season, but trends can happen. And if Miami wants to be this championship team, you have to stay consistent. Consistent success is all I'm asking for. And
I agree with
in
you.
other
I agree with
words,
you. I agree
you
with you.
have to have the intensity that you played against Notre Dame. You have to have that against your Bethune Cookmans, South Florida, Florida State. Syracuse, Georgia Tech,
Louisville.
Louisville, Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech. See, here's the thing. I'm not looking at this is just me personally, but I'm not looking at Miami versus Notre Dame. I'm looking at Miami versus 2025. Okay? And from what I've seen this first game, how does this team build on this first game? How does this coaching staff progress this team to November against Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh and continue this success?
Well, you do it one game at a time. Number one,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
the thing is, South Coast is that if you look past the next game, you delve into the unknown.
Right.
Right now,
Exactly.
you're talking about Florida State beating
No.
Alabama, and Florida State giving Miami a difficult time when
Okay.
Miami go there to play them.
No.
We
No.
don't.
No.
It's an unknown because we don't know how good Alabama really is. Alabama did look
Ex-
really really good, and
exactly.
and
Exactly.
South
E.
Florida
Brown.
played Boise State. Okay, they
Yes.
beat Boise
Exactly.
State.
But
So
I
here's my
mean,
thing. Here's my
we
thing.
don't know how
Miami.
good Notre Dame
Okay.
really is.
We all just saw what Miami did against Notre Dame.
there
Now,
there there is no
next week,
unknown factor about Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a good football team. They
yes.
proved
Now,
that tonight.
next week when Miami plays Bethune Cookman, no disrespect to Bethune Cookman. Okay, no disrespect. We know how that game's going to turn out. Okay, we know. But okay, Bethune comes in, they get their money. Okay, again, no disrespect to Bethune, but all right, you got South Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Okay,
You,
and
I
then
think, I think you guys are giving South Florida too much credit.
I
No, no,
don't
no,
know
no,
that.
no, no. I
I don't
disagree.
know that.
I
I don't
mean,
know that
I
because
think
look
you're
at
giving them too much credit.
I
They,
don't
how
know
they
that.
can how
We
can
Nah,
don't
E, bro,
know.
you ain't gonna do that, E,
well
bro. You can't
yeah,
No.
say
y'all,
that, bro,
y'all,
because
what if
there's
y'all,
we
y'all
can't
football
do
giving them
that?
players
too much
too,
credit.
bro.
Yes.
There's football
They beat
players
Boise
too.
State, guys. They beat
Yeah.
You
Boise
blow
Well,
them
State.
out.
So,
Okay,
so
man.
so
Let me
Okay,
ask you a
Boise
question.
State was good too
First,
almost upon a
A
time.
playoff team. They were a playoff team
Boise
too.
State,
So
Boise
Boise State is
State,
a team.
Boise
Back to
State was not a
back
playoff team last year.
to E
yes,
Brown.
Boise
they were a
State is a
playoff
team
team.
that this staff, yeah, they were. They
Who did they
were.
E
play in the
They
Brown.
were
playoff last
actually
year? Who
with
did Boise State play in the playoff last year?
They were in the
Nobody.
first round.
I think they got a
Hey
playoff
yo, hey
victory
yo,
too.
E Brown, bro. We gonna get Coach Hayes on you talking crazy like this, bro.
Who did
We
who
gonna
did
get
Boise
Coach
State
Hayes
Uh,
on you,
who
dog.
20,
did Boise State play in the
24.
playoffs
now,
last year? Hey, Cuban, who did Boise State play in the playoff last
I'm looking it up right now.
so until
year? You don't have
Kevin
to look
gets
it up. I'm
us,
telling you, they didn't play anybody because they were in it.
but
They were in it.
They
but
were in it.
here's the
They
thing.
played
okay.
Penn
Here's the
So
State.
thing.
They played Penn State.
Okay, but you know
What was
what, guys? You know what? It doesn't matter because it's about Miami. It's about the U. Who cares who South Florida? How can
well,
Miami be the best that they can be,
I think that
regardless? And my
I,
thing is, I don't know. Maybe
Hey,
Oh,
I
guess
we,
what? Guess
I
what? Hold
really
it has
on.
to
want y'all
be.
to chime in, but I guess I'm having a moment because this is the same bullshit I have seen forever.
So
oh,
And
you're
you
I
saying,
got.
think
so
I
hey,
think
South
that they
Coast,
go.
go ahead.
They
you
gotta.
know,
They gotta. They have to figure out a way. What this coaching staff needs to do. You gotta figure out a way. First of all, these timeouts and shit. I'm getting
oh,
tired of these random ass
dude,
timeouts. Yeah, it's
And
the
then you
same
dude,
got
shit.
turn running up the middle
And
dude.
I
all
think
game.
they need to. You got to get creative, man. I mean, and I hate to use Florida State as an example, but I am going to use them as an example.
Oh God, here we go.
If I look at, you can say, "Oh God, here we go." Miami just lost the Pop Tart Bowl, okay, and
Yes,
to a sorry team. Let's just keep it real. Don't act like that didn't happen. This team went from going 2-10 to somehow getting that going against the Alabama team that Miami would have struggled against. Um, and they beat them down in Tallahassee with a brand new quarterback who everybody said was
Yes.
gonna be
Mm-hmm.
trash because he was
Mm-hmm.
5'8", and the
Right.
kids stood on
That's
business. They were
Yep.
physical.
hey.
Florida State was physical like yesterday. They were
Yep.
more physical.
Yes.
They were the most
Yes.
physical team. They
Mm-hmm.
looked like they had put on weight. They were fast. Look at Earl Little Jr., the guy that everybody, all the Miami fans are talking about. Oh yeah, he was trash because he didn't do anything at Alabama. It looks like they're wrong.
Exactly.
And so here's my thing. If you sit here, you look at what they changed the OC. What's his name from UCF?
Gus
He went
Malzahn.
there.
Gus
Gus
Malzahn. Mm-hmm.
Malzahn. He
Malzahn.
was he called a hell of a
Mother
game.
call.
Misdirection. Look at the defensive coordinator. Two new coaches, and they got a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of transfer players. And I
Yes.
promise, like I told y'all on the space before that I held, Florida State was gonna be a tough game for Miami. You're gonna see this year.
Yes.
Watch. They're
Yes.
gonna be
Nope.
tough. They're gonna be one of the
And
tougher games. Watch what I tell you.
you
That's gonna
know,
be easy.
Miami,
It's
Miami
gonna
ain't
be
finna go in
Florida
there.
or Florida State. That's gonna be tough. One of the two.
That's gonna be cake. Now that's gonna be easy. Well, this is one thing right quick. You
go
I
guys
ahead.
don't
have
know,
to make
Q.
you guys have to make an adjustment. This is Mario's coaching. He's gonna be conservative. He's gonna do
Yes.
dumb stuff. So to be
Wait, wait,
honest,
wait, wait.
you guys need to adjust to what the fuck he is. Just like Manny did stupid ass things on third down, and you
Hey,
kind of
hey,
have to
Q, I know you
accept it.
trolling right now, dog.
No, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm
No,
being dead ass serious. No, I'm being
no,
dead serious. You
no,
have
no,
to
you
Hold up.
trolling.
adjust. No, you guys have to adjust to who he is. I
So,
didn't get
I'm not
frustrated because
adjusting.
I knew a stupid ass time I was gonna come because I'm like, this is Mario, right?
so,
I know
so.
this is my thing. Hold up, Lincoln. This is my thing.
No, you good. Go
I
ahead.
know, I know Mario's gonna lose against fucking Stanford or Pittsburgh, some stupid ass team. You guys are
Mm-hmm.
worried about Florida State, Florida, Notre Dame. I said it before. Mario is a big game coach. I don't have problems with him in big
Mm-hmm.
games, right? I have problems with him in small
Has he
games
lost to
and
Florida State before?
yeah, but he
Well,
lost Florida State. It's
but
fine, right? But the thing is, you guys have to adjust to who this coach is. He does. I'm gonna tell you what he does is dumb. Stupid ass timeouts and he loses stupid
mm-hmm.
ass games, right? Same
Yes.
thing
Mm-hmm.
with Manning. I
Right.
accepted that it was if it was third and 14, he was
Mm-hmm.
gonna give it up, right? It's like he does
Mm-hmm.
stupid ass shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know how to manage a roster.
Right.
If you guys don't adjust the way to what this coach is, unfortunately, right? We're not gonna get it our way. This Mario is who he is. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
adjust, you're gonna keep getting frustrated by the way he
Right.
coaches.
I
Right.
mean,
But Q.
I'm gonna get frustrated, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
And,
refuse to accept mediocrity, bro.
right.
That is
Right.
just like, and at the end of the day, he's gonna lose multiple games. I'm telling you, man. It's
Well.
not. This is not sustainable, man. Because they're gonna figure out how to go against this team and what to do. That's what happens. By the
Well.
time they get the ACC play, man, watch,
But but
watch.
but Q.
Go ahead. Go
But
ahead,
Q.
Lakers.
But Q. Check this right. Okay. So look.
Yep.
So look. So look. I understand. You know, what I'm saying you're saying Mario, but Mario's not the offensive coordinator though. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's this goddamn running game. You know what I'm saying? Like this running game. Yo, listen, bro. We had Jordan Lyles in the first quarter. You had Fletcher come in for Jordan Lyles because Jordan Lyles didn't pick up no yards. Why the heck the first quarter of the game you didn't have Fletcher in the game? That's on the OC. Okay,
But
he's that's the problem.
but
Lakers.
but but
One thing. South
but
Coast. Did you
head
watch?
Mario is the head coach.
Yeah, just like
Mario
last year,
is
he
the
said. Yeah, like
go ahead.
Lakers. Like last year, he's like, oh, I saw the defense was messing up, but I didn't say anything. Right?
Right.
It's like, hey
And
man, you the head
Lakers,
coach.
look,
you
Lakers, you're right. You're absolutely right. But my mentality is Mario, you are the captain of this ship. You are the head coach. Now, when it comes to game day, I don't know
What's
how
that
it's
noise?
set up. I don't know if there's any overrides or anything. Okay. I don't know. We don't know. We don't pay $20, $30 a month for Insider Club. We don't know. All I know is, in my opinion, everything starts with Mario. He is the head coach. He is the captain of the ship.
Okay. I got a question,
Now,
y'all.
now, if
South
Shannon
Coast, go ahead.
Dawson, okay, if Shannon Dawson decides, hey, We're going to go conservative. We're going to run the ball like we saw tonight because again, let's not worry about tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow is not here. Let's
Mhm.
talk about what we saw tonight. And that okay, you see Shannon is called
Shannon
Shannon
Dawson.
Dawson.
Shannon Dawson, excuse me. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. I'm still crying over, Antonelli knocking Leclerc out the Dutch Grand Prix. But
Boy,
anyway,
hey, boy, we gotta talk about that, boy. I'm tight. Go ahead.
anyway, my thing is, as the head coach, you are the man.
Hmm.
You are the man in charge. And if your offensive coordinator decides to go conservative, now we don't know. Remember, if you know your history on this channel, we don't know who calls the plays. There was somebody who said something about Maribel
Yeah, yep.
calls
And
the
I was gonna.
plays. But regardless of the fact, you know, if you have a play that is working, stay with it. Stay with it. Because the fact of the matter is, if you as the head coach see that the offensive coordinator is going conservative,
Hmm.
okay, and the offensive coordinator is calling plays that totally go against what has been successful through the game, as a head coach, in my opinion, you should override that and say, hey, bro, what are you talking about? We're getting 9, 10, 11, 12 yards per play when you throw these little underneath passes.
But wait. I'm so okay. Hold up. So you're telling me that I'm gonna go with last year too with Cam. So you're telling me that even though our running game was kind of suspect last year, right? And now we first game of this year, and our running game is still kind of the same way since last year. And now you're telling me that this is on Mario. When
I,
last year we Loki had a gunslinger, and now we come over here and we're still over here playing conservative.
Lakers.
This.
who
If I were you,
who
Laker. One
is
second.
Hmm.
1 second, South Coast. If I were you, I would go watch Oregon games when he
Hmm.
was at Oregon. This is the same offense. He's running the same
who
thing.
who is the head coach? Who is again now as a preface, we don't know how the anarchy or how the chain of command goes. But here's my thing, Lakers. I'm not arguing with you, okay? But here's my take. As a head coach, okay, as the head coach, you are the end all be all. You are ultimately responsible for the success of this team.
But shouldn't Carson, isn't he a veteran? He won championships, right? So
Right.
shouldn't he? Can't he override the
Well,
OC or Mario's play calling if
that
he's the
we don't
quarterback of
know.
the game of the team?
We don't know what kind of freedoms and luxuries and overrides and decision making uh that Carson has.
Because low
We
key,
don't know.
those three play calls we ran up the middle and we didn't get nothing for the friggin' punt.
But here's the thing.
Come on, man.
What again? Here's my this is just my opinion. Okay, everybody, this is me. Mario is the head coach. He is the guy. And if he doesn't take control, if he doesn't have control or whatever on the sideline, if Dawson calls a play, if if Mario says, "Hold up, wait a minute, why are you calling that?" Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Israel, I may have just kind of bumped myself away. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is, in my opinion, when it comes to to the well-being and the success of this football team, it all starts with Mario. Now, if Mario delegates to the assistant coaches, cool, do your thing. But at what point does Mario step in and say, hey, because, it wasn't that long ago where we were talking about how, Maribel calls the plays or whatever. But all I'm saying is, you know, as happy as I am about this Miami victory over Notre Dame, I'm really finding it hard to see Miami's football team be successful and make it to the ACC championship and beyond.
But South Coast, South
Yes,
South Coast.
yes,
I
yes.
know we've been debating about the Hurricanes offense rankings and stuff last year. I mean, they had the number one overall offense last year, and they
because
were
we had a quarterback that could sling
they
the
they
ball.
Yes.
were they were fifth nationally with ranking and with rushing. They were number five rushing last year number
Right,
five rushing
right,
team last year.
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Okay, so now this year if they're trying to carbon copy the number five ranking rushing from last year, I, I mean I don't know what more you guys want.
But
Because
I,
the
here's the thing,
I,
E Brown. Here's the thing, E Brown. Last year was last year. Okay.
yeah,
And
but South Coast, the majority of the teams that are playing are basing their this year's tradition on last year's historical value.
I'm
You
not.
you 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 can't you can't go into the unknown. You got to go with the history. Your history shows
Exactly.
that you
Okay.
if your history shows that you're a good
but
passing team, guess what?
hmm
You're
hmm
gonna
Mhm.
Okay.
pass.
but
Your
But
Yes.
history
that's the
shows that
whole
you're good
truth.
You're
rushing.
That's the
right,
whole
E
truth
Brown. You're
against
right.
Boise
But
State.
here's
Then
my thing.
you are getting
Here's
against
my
Boise.
thing.
You
And I
gotta.
promise I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna shut up and let y'all talk. But here's
hmm
my thing, E Brown. Last year was last year. What have you done for me lately? Pull
They
up.
won the game. They beat Notre Dame today. That's what they done for you.
Yes, 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 exactly. E Brown, I'm with you. Yes, Miami beat Notre Dame. Number 10 Miami beat number 6 Notre Dame. Yes, I am happy for that. I am so glad they beat number 6 Notre Dame. Okay? That's the whole thing. That is that
Hey, hey,
I
so
am
I got a
excited.
question for
I'm
everybody.
glad.
We
But
done.
here's the thing. How does the way Miami played tonight and what opportunities does Miami have to improve in order to be successful come November vis-a-vis ACC championship and beyond? And I guess what I'm getting at is I'm so sick and damn tired, sick and damn tired of Miami coming out, okay, and you're like a one of those sparklers. You're all sparkle and flash and fire, and then you fizzle out at the end of the season. And for these young men on this team, that's not fair to them. Last year, all they had to do was beat Syracuse, and
Well,
they
well,
didn't.
well, well.
And
I'm gonna throw it back at you. What you've been throwing at me. Last year was
yes, sir.
last year. Can't
Yes,
do nothing
sir.
about it.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That
Yes, sir.
the thing that you have a legitimate reason. You have a legitimate and valid reason to think about the team fizzling out because we've done so in the last 25 years. Exactly what
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying.
Yes, sir.
So you have all the right in the world to do that.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
with you with that because
Okay.
I'm afraid that the fizzle will take place next week when we go in there. thinking that we're just going to run all over Bethune Cookman, and they end up making us go, "What the heck did we just watch?" That's where we are as a Miami fan because we've been traumatized. We've been traumatized. Okay, so
Well,
we can't look past next week thinking about November. We have to
Mm,
go week by week with this team,
right,
week by
I
week.
right,
mean, shoot, I have a question.
exactly,
I look, have a
exactly.
question for y'all when y'all done.
Jump in, jump
All
in,
right.
jump in.
So on this low key for everybody. Okay. Last year, did we run any running back screens?
Mm,
We did a lot of
I
wide
don't
receiver
remember.
screens.
Okay. Okay.
A
Thank
lot of
you.
those
Thank you.
wide
You answered
receiver
my
screens.
question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You answered my question. So you said we didn't do no running back screens last year, right?
No,
But we did.
we did a
Well,
couple.
I
We did a
mean,
couple with the kid who
I'm
went to the
sure.
Giants.
Yeah, I'm sure we did some. Unfortunately, I'm not a
But we
true
didn't do a
Hurricanes
lot, right?
fan
We
because
didn't
I
do a
don't
lot.
know.
Okay. So I mean, last year I seen a lot of wide receiver screens. This game, guess what I seen? A lot of wide receiver screens and no running back screens. So guess what? It's not goddamn Mario. It's the OC. If that's the problem. If you
Hey,
got a friggin' OC that keep on doing these freaking wide receiver screens, and then you have Fletcher that can low key catch the ball in the
Mario's the coach for
backfield.
my brother.
right,
Come on, man. Nah,
right.
y'all ain't
But
gonna tell me this,
again,
dog.
but again, at the end of the day, who is responsible for this team? Again, I'm not.
So I mean, why do we? Okay, listen. If y'all telling me this is Mario, right? So then, why did you and pay Dawson 3 years and this is third year, and he the OC of
I,
of the Canes?
I don't know.
So why isn't Mario doing
I,
the play calling?
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
because he's the head coach, man. If he's allowing this shit to happen, he's not telling the guy to make adjustments.
So
It's,
so
it's
you're
his fault. It's his fault as the coach, man. It's
so
your team, bro.
so you're
Period.
so you're
If we
telling me
go,
that. Go ahead. So you're telling me that the same thing we heard last year, right? The same thing about this is
yeah,
Mario is the play caller. Oh, saying the same thing y'all telling me. The same thing y'all heard
I,
last year is the same thing y'all telling me
Well,
right now.
I don't
hey,
think that Mario is the play caller. I think that Mario, well, I think he has some. He has his hand. He can make the calls, but I think Mario is overseeing this shit. If you see bullshit going on in your house and you don't do nothing about it, that's on you. You the man. See, we gonna give him credit for winning the championship, right? If he wins the championship, he's gonna be, oh, Mario did it. But then when they lose, oh no, it's the DC's fault, it's the players' fault, it's the OC's fault. No, bro, you sat there, you watched this shit happen. You
see
sat there with a
here.
confused ass look on your face like you always do after every game,
Right,
and you call
right.
a stupid ass timeout. It's your fault, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't blame Dawson. Blame the man that hired him.
But wait, hold on.
No,
Check this out, right? So on the time, did you see when the Hurricanes had a timeout, right?
Hmm.
And Carson Beck went. He didn't go to Mario. He went straight to the OC to talk to him about our offense. So y'all need
Line
to
of
stop me
progression.
and stop with all of this freaking Mario offense when low key
Well,
this is the OC
but
offense. Come on
again,
now.
who is
Lakers,
the
hold on,
head
late,
coach?
right.
Nah, bro,
Lakers.
y'all ain't
You
gonna do
need
that to me, bro.
Who is
You
the
are
head
right.
coach?
Lakers all day. You are absolutely right. You're
So
right. It's a chain of command. Yes, Dawson is over the offense. You're
thank you.
right.
He's the
You're
OC, and
right.
Mario is
You
the
are right.
is the O line coach
He's
What?
or
the
the
head coach.
overseer.
What?
He's the head coach, buddy.
Wait a
He's
minute.
the
Wait a
I
minute.
know
He's the
he's the head
CEO.
coach, but I'm saying that
Oh,
his
it,
bread and
He's the
butter
CEO.
is he's
No,
the
no, no,
CEO,
no,
but
no,
but
no,
he's
no, no,
it's
no,
all right,
okay.
bro.
Okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no,
Go
buddy.
Lakers
ahead,
all
man.
day.
Y'all
No,
ain't
Here's
bro. Go ahead.
here's
nah,
my
man.
here's where I see it. You're absolutely right. When it comes to the offensive play calling, Shannon Dawson is responsible for that. You're
Thank
right.
you.
You're right. You are absolutely right. But but you got Mario, the
Wh-
head coach. And
Okay.
here's my thing. Here's my
Mm-hmm.
thing. When it comes to the way the game is played, like tonight,
Mm-hmm.
where the the offensive play calling went handoff, 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 pass, handoff, handoff, handoff. That's where, this is just my opinion, okay? Just my opinion. I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I'm just saying my opinion that, as a head coach, if you're not liking that, you know, hold up. You're the head coach. You should be able to overrule what the OC is doing. It's like, hang on, Shannon, what are you doing, buddy?
Man,
We got our
South
foot
Coast,
on their neck. Let's
But
go
South Coast,
after them.
but but
Okay,
but
South Coast,
but but, but
but
South
Oh,
Coast, right?
let Rent go. Let Rent go. Go ahead, Rent.
Go ahead, go ahead.
South Coast, man. Honestly, this is your show, right? This is
I,
your show, bro. And at
yeah,
the end of the
sure.
day, you can tell us exactly if shit is going left on your show, you have all the power in the world to make sure everything gets, settled in how it needs to be, the way you want your show run. And it's simple, man. Yes, Dawson is to blame because Dawson is not creative. I agree with everything you're saying. He's not creative. But the
Mm-hmm.
person that sits his ass on the sideline watching the shit go on, getting paid $8 million. Now, if Miami calls a great offensive game, we give Mario all the credit. We don't know he does not get the praise, and then he does not get absolved from the criticism. I'm sorry, dog. You let this shit go down. You let this guy call a conservative game. You let him be non-creative with the running back and the running back screens. You let him not get the ball to the tight end. You sitting your ass right there. You supposed to be getting paid $8 to $9 million a year, and
Mm-hmm.
you can't sit there and tell him make an adjustment when it's your team. So you're just gonna let somebody sabotage your team. That's what
But
you're telling me.
I
That's just
think,
me.
I think the thing is that Mario allows his coordinators to do their job.
Thank
And
you. That's all I'm
if
saying.
if you are the head coach and you have coordinators that you depend on to do their jobs, you got to do it. Now,
Right.
Mario, not Mario. I'm pretty sure, just like we've all noticed, that the play calling went south in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If that play calling causes this team to falter this year, Shannon Dawson will not be here next year. Trust me,
Thank you. He's
he will
Well,
not.
be
well,
fired.
well, no, no, no.
Okay,
Hold up. It's not so much you called the wrong play, you're fired. No, it's all about accountability.
But
Yes,
it's.
Lakers all day.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon is the OC. Shannon Dawson is the offensive coordinator. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but
Just like we fired the DC that was
no,
exactly.
messing us up last
well,
year.
exactly. But here's the thing: as a
I
head
mean,
coach, you need to have these discussions with your OCs and coaching staff at the beginning of the season and say, all right, I'm the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I think we should run the team. And again, I'm not saying you should be the dictator and the end all be all, but what I'm saying is there should be a coordination and a discussion amongst the coaching staff and an understanding on how the head coach wants to run this team and
But South Coast,
hey,
what
Lakers. I
identity
got one for you
the
too,
head
Mark.
South
coach
Coast,
wants this team to
Mm-hmm.
have.
South Coast.
And
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you guys this question.
yes, sir. Go ahead,
What
E
head
Brown.
coach in college football right now do you guys know does exactly what you guys are talking about? That he should
I have a
step in.
rebuttal.
He should
I
step
don't
in.
know.
Listen,
I have a rebuttal.
you guys touted Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
The head coach at Florida State gave up the offensive calling position and he
Mm-hmm.
gave it to Gus Malzahn.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? He
Mm-hmm.
gave it to Gus Malzahn because he made the decision that hey, it was
Even
too
even
cumbersome for
Dion
me
E
But
to call
Brown.
the
but
plays
Even Dion.
to be the head
again,
coach.
A
E Brown. That's Florida State. I don't give a damn about Florida State.
Yep.
But I ask you to name me a coach, a head coach, name me a head coach
I
that's calling defensive and offensive plays and also
Well,
being a
it
head coach.
has nothing.
well, here's
Okay,
my rebuttal.
E
Here's my
Brown,
rebuttal.
E Brown. Again, with all due respect, sir, it's not about the head coach calling the plays. It's just that the head coach, if you see that things aren't really working right, or if that just ain't ginning, like what we saw in the third and fourth quarter, the head coach needs to go to the OC and say, hey, bruh, things really aren't working. How are we going to improve this?
But
That's all I'm
but
I
but
saying.
have a
but but
question.
but but South Coast,
No,
they were up 21-7
Mr.
Yes.
halfway
E.
through
Brown, I
third
have a
quarter.
question. I have a question for y'all. And this actually goes back to the Lakers game, I believe. When you said you questioned about 25 minutes ago, you questioned
Hmm.
about, or I would say about 15 minutes ago,
Hmm.
you said something about you were questioning why aren't we running running back screens? So how come as you as a fan can say, hey, how come we aren't running these plays? And the head coach sitting there watching the damn game isn't saying, hey, yo, Dawson, hit him with a screenplay real quick. You can do that as the head coach because you're in control. You're not in control as a fan. So why can't Mario, who's getting paid $8 million, do that? That's all. That's all we're asking. We're not
Because
asking him to sit
because
there.
because
Why?
It,
because
Why?
in other words, in other words,
just like
we
E Brown
all
said, go South Coast.
we all saw what was
Oh
working
boy.
in the first half. We all saw it. We all saw it. The
Oh, look, what
little
was working?
8, 9, 10 yard passes underneath. Okay. We were getting 10 yards first down, 11 yards first down, 12 yards first down. We were moving down the field. Things were happening. A little 4 yard running play, 3 yard running play. It was working. You know, we got into the third quarter. Come out. Nothing extravagant. A little 4 yard rush. A little 8 yard underneath pass for a first down. Just a little bit of dink and donk. It was getting down the field and it was wearing Notre Dame out. And then all of a sudden, screw that. We're not doing that anymore. We're going to go to handoff, 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 run, run, run.
That's
You
why I
see where
said
I'm
they
getting
was
at?
trying to let Notre Dame back in the game,
Yes, exactly, Hey Roo. But
making them look.
here's the thing. If, and this is just my opinion, if all this talk that we've heard for the last 6 months, if Miami is as good as all these other people are saying, then what I saw tonight, you've got to change your MO. I'm not
Well, one
saying
thing
you
I
got
can
to
say
be
though is if all we got to worry about is him changing up that play call and just get a little more aggressive, and when it's gonna be hard to stop us, shit,
I hope so.
I
Hey,
agree
I
but
with
hope
it.
so
here,
too, bro. Me
see,
too.
see,
I'm all right.
I
Listen, I
agree
mean,
with
here's
we could beat a dead horse, South Coast. We could
yes,
beat a dead horse, and
yes,
then they play, they conservative. We could
right,
beat that all night, but
right,
that's not gonna make Dawson change his plays.
right.
See, so that's
Exactly,
the problem, though.
exactly, exactly. Because, like I said earlier today, we all have our opinions.
I
We
agree
all
with
have our thoughts.
what I
We all
said
Mhm.
have
about
our
stuff too in
methodologies.
big game. I said Dawson sucks in mid
You
game.
know,
Did I not text you that?
you know,
Yep.
but at the end of the day, when all is said and done, we all just want these young men on the Miami football team to be set up for success. And for the first 2 quarters and one drive, they were. And unfortunately, the coaching staff, be it the OC, head coach, whoever, the coaching staff decided to change course and say, no, we're going to run the ball, run the clock out, and hopefully we'll get out of here with a win. And I'm telling you right now,
That's the
in
operative
my
word, though. That's the operative word. it doesn't become a problem until we start losing. If we're winning,
Right, but why do we have to let it become a problem? Why can't we nip it in the bud, Mr. Brown? I'm not yelling at you, Mr. Brown. It's just
no.
I've suffered through I have suffered through 20 plus years of this
I know. Hey,
bullshit.
hey listen, I hear you. I hear
Okay?
you. I
And
hear
I
you.
get ridiculed. I get ridiculed for my PTSD. But the fact of the matter is, I see the same shit over and over and over again.
Hey, you've been Cuban caned. That's all. You've been Cuban caned. That's
No,
what I
Hey
gotta
look,
man,
say.
hey
hey,
man, I've been
hey,
behaving good here, man. Now, Ebro, what
hold
I
up,
do? I've been
hold
behaving
up,
good.
hold up.
I've been
No,
praising
look,
this team, this game. Now hold up,
look,
Mister South Coast. Let me go to Ebro. I've been behaving. I've been quiet here. I've been getting on these people for
look,
talking all negative and
look,
stuff.
look.
We won
Yeah,
this
hey,
Go ahead
damn
look,
about
game.
Mario.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I am gonna be straight up dead honest. And I know you shouldn't trust the white man, but I'm telling you, okay? I'm telling you, I have seen this bullshit for 20 years. This, today was year 46 for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
46.
Yes, sir.
46. That doesn't make me any better. It doesn't make me any wiser. It doesn't make me anything other than some old white bastard sitting here ranting on YouTube. What's up, Uncle Joey? Here's the thing. I I have seen consistencies. And thanks to this Cuban cane, I did the Rise of the Fall series. And it brought back and rekindled memories that I have suppressed. But here's the thing, in all honesty, gentlemen, honestly, you know, I want this university, this football. I want them to be successful, not for my benefit, but for all of us to revel and enjoy the success of the university and this program. And unfortunately, it's
I'm looking at a
it's
couple
not,
of factors. I'm looking at a couple of factors, South Coast. The
and,
factors that
and
I'm
from
looking
what
at.
from what I've seen tonight,
Hmm.
how does that transpose into continued success throughout the season?
I was just
Now,
about to go there. I was just about to go there.
now you're
Tonight,
gonna sit.
you know what we did. You know what we did tonight, South Coast.
What's that?
We had over a hundred recruits in that game tonight. Okay,
Okay,
a lot of the top tier recruits in the country were at that game, and some
And
of
then we
those
make them happy.
and some of those recruits made a decision tonight based on what how the University of Miami played against the number 16 in the
I
country. They
I
didn't play. They
disagree
didn't
with
see us
that.
playing against Bethune Cookman or USF. They saw us playing University of Notre Dame on national television with a loaded stadium.
But
It did a lot for the future. A lot.
but
One sec.
but
Hold
what
on one
happened?
South Coast. Let
What
me
happened
go.
last year against Florida?
No,
Go ahead,
it,
Cuban.
it,
Well, yeah, well, E Brown, it doesn't matter because Mars can go into the portal and get a whole bunch of portal players. So you can have 1,000 of, you got to have 1 billion recruits up in there. Mars going to live off that portal. Like next year, everybody's thinking that what's Buddy's the third string QB, whatever his name is, going to start next year.
Luke
Luke Nickel, Luke
Judge,
Nickel.
Judge, Judge,
No,
Judge,
yeah, Judge or Luke
Judge.
Nickel, whatever. None of those guys are going to play. He's going to live in the portal. So who cares about those damn recruits? They don't matter anymore.
And,
well,
and,
I
and
mean,
E Brown, look, E Brown. I understand where you're coming from. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Maybe I'm just some old white bastard saying, "Get off my lawn" and wanting whatever. I understand.
no,
Look,
man.
I understand college football has transformed with the NIL, but again, I know Miami beat the number 6 team in the country. I understand that. But I was told, when Luke Nichols signed, that was the next greatest quarterback of Miami. I was told when Judd Anderson signed, that's the next greatest quarterback at Miami. But yet, we also said the thing about Jakari Brown. And what I'm getting at is it don't matter with Mario.
Well,
You know, when 4 out of 10 of Mario's fantastic recruiting classes leave and hit the transfer portal, I have a concern about the future of Miami.
well,
This is
South Coast,
yes, yes, yes.
you've got too much experience to make that statement because if you go back and look at the 20-year history, the last 20 years of University of Miami, we've always had quarterbacks who came into the University of Miami fold who we had high expectations for, even before the NIL or the
Mm-hmm.
transfer portal
Mm-hmm.
took place.
Right, right,
You go
right.
back to Kyle Wright, go all the way back to Kyle Wright, all the way up
Okay,
until
okay. Do that.
until just recently before the NIL
Right,
took place.
right, right,
We've always
right,
had high expectations for our quarterbacks, and it
right.
never panned out. However,
But
however, you have to.
oh, did we lose E. Brown? Well, it's funny.
Daytime minutes ended.
It's funny how Mr. Brown and look, no disrespect to E. Brown, I'm just keeping it 100 here. Okay, Kyle Wright. Kyle Wright to Miami, that was the greatest thing. Okay, you had Jakari Harris, Stephen Morris, you know, um, so forth and so on. But here's the fact of the matter. In my opinion, it has nothing to do with the players as much as it does the game day, game coaching, game planning. I'm sorry. I keep throwing it back on the coaches because, in my opinion, the coaches are the ultimate and end to the success of this team. Now, I know the CCC. I was going to try to leave them out of this conversation, but the CCC is probably sitting out there right now thinking this is the greatest win in Miami history. And and it's a good win. It's a good win. I'm not negating that. It's just the fact of the matter is there are some tendencies that are still present with this coaching staff. That's all I'm saying. Now, if they straighten everything out tomorrow, great. Fantastic. But I don't know. Y'all talk about it. Y'all tell me about it. Talk to me.
Hey, for an old guy, you
Mm-hmm.
make some excellent points there. You make some excellent points there as a host there, South Coast. I
Yes,
mean, you
sir.
you keep
Thank you. Thank you.
you keep this thing, you keep us wondering and pondering about what this football team is going to look like
Yes,
coming
sir.
up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
with your experience, you're just, hey, listen, you're like me. I'm traumatized, South Coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Exactly.
I am
Yes.
You should be
traumatized.
shit. See, you should be traumatized from last year talking about we have a top 12 defense.
We got a top five defense this year, Q.
Oh. Well, and again, look, here's the
uh,
thing. Here's
this
the
is being
thing.
recorded.
Yes, yes, it is. And I'm going to say on that Memorex tape, I know most of you kids don't know what a Memorex tape is, but right now, where we're at, we have, as Miami fans, we have been here before. Last year, Last year, beating Florida in the first game, we thought, hey, this is the greatest team. We thought that. But what I'm getting at is, yes, let's enjoy the win. Let's rent free. Uh, Here's the thing. I'm not taking away from the victory from tonight. No, I'm not. As much as I am enjoying and relishing in the fact that Miami beat Notre Dame, I'm thinking about, okay, how does this transpose into continued success? Because, you know, this, you know, flash in the pan is really getting old. And I'm hoping, I'm really hoping that what we saw tonight will, make for a good 2025 season. That's all I'm saying. I guess what it is, I'm just pissed off that the coaching staff went conservative in the second half of the game. That's all. That's all I am. And I don't want to call out the Mario fanboys, but I mean, Miami, they were out there. They were kicking some ass. They had Notre Dame on the ropes, and they took their foot off the gas. That's all. That's all. That's all. And again, I don't want to be a naysayer. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just, you know, I kind of pump the brakes when some people start talking about, tonight, tomorrow, you'll be hearing about how great this Miami team is. I'm not saying they're bad, but it's game one. You know, as excited as I am that, LSU beat Clemson, they showed that Clemson ain't that great. You know, but again, it's week one. It's week one. Let's keep it in perspective. Let's take it week by week. We got Bethune next week, and then we have South Florida, and then we have Florida. So let's just take it week by week. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's enjoy the night. Let's enjoy the victory regardless, because I am. I am, because I'm one of those old PTSD guys, I was there when, Parzizian cried because Jimmy Johnson was running up the score,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was there. I was there when, the Catholic versus convict bullshit. I was
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir.
Cleveland Gary did not fumble.
Did not fumble at all.
No, sir. Lou Holtz, that little gooseneck geek, I'm just saying.
He did not fumble. He did not fumble.
It was so good. Look, y'all just don't understand. I am so happy that Miami beat those little leprechauns. I am so happy. And a lot of y'all, again, not the fine folks that are here with us, but a lot of folks talk about 2017. Okay? And screw 2017. I'm talking about, 88, 87, whatever. And when I see what happened tonight, based on everything that I have experienced in the last 45 seasons, I'm like, okay, I like what we see. I like what I see. I think Miami has some excellent, opportunities here. They doing great things here. But until Miami can win the ACC, and it's going to be
I'm with you. I'm with you.
One game at a time. One game at a time. Look, because nobody gave us a chance. If I'm not mistaken, what was it, like 3 or 4 goofy ass white boys talking of this one guy talking out of his ass about how Miami were unintelligent thugs or something, and they play off of instinct and yeah, whatever. It got everybody all riled up. But for me personally, dude, I've been hearing that bullshit my whole life. I'm not justifying anything, but for Miami to come out and beat Notre Dame, I'm loving it. Oh, look, bro, I am loving it. I'm throwing both middle fingers in the air, and I'm loving it. But in the same breath, I will say that, oh, I'm sorry, Cuban, I didn't know you left out. What happened?
Switch headsets and I kicked myself out.
Sorry, Cuban. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
rambling
heard
right
E. Brown
now.
talk a lot of rubbish, and I was going to say, take your ass to sleep.
But you know, I talked about it the other day, in that everybody's offended about what was it? This one Notre Dame affiliated whatever dude talking about what, bruh. I've been hearing that, and that's why I relish in the fact that Miami come out, kick their ass, even though the score doesn't show it. But that's just my opinion.
Game should have been a blowout, though.
It should have, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But I will say this: I really like what Carson brings to the table. I like what again, the little Dakota running. I'm gonna start calling him Dakota, but the little Dakota running back and Fletcher. I saw what's his face had didn't play that much, but I tell you what, as of right now, if Dawson would just continue the play calling where you just throw the little 10-yard underneath here and there, dink and dunk, get the first down, I think it'll be all right. But, and I will tell you, the defense, it looks a little better than last year, but the secondary needs to work on a few things. But as of right now, I'm liking it.
I got a bone to pick with this stupid ass offensive line rotation.
Oh
Like,
Lord, here we
stop taking out Sampson. Yes, if Sampson's gonna play, put him at left tackle.
go. Right.
Don't stop taking out McCoy, the subbing and subbing out. Number 70 is a horrible pass blocker. I was watching the highlights while we were on.
Yes.
When number 7 caught that pass, Bell got his ass whooped. Right. There was a lot of time that 61 got his ass whooped on pass blocking.
Not
I know you guys.
American, not the first round draft pick.
I know y'all kill me, but those two guys are not. In the NFL, it's going to look bad. In college, they're going to get away with it, but in the NFL, it's going to look bad. I know I get killed for it. Studio's going to destroy me, but that tackle, right tackle and left tackle, I have major issues with, because it looked easy to beat them if you just speed rush them and spin. That's all you got to do.
How many sacks were there tonight? Cuban?
2.
That's.
There was 2 sacks, but there was a lot of hurries. Look at the touchdown that Beck threw. Shit, fuck! Look at both of them, and look at the pressure.
If you look at the CJ,
It wasn't no lot of
Daniels
hurry.
catch, look at the CJ Daniels catch. Beck was like about to get hit, He was
He
going
was back there
down.
for 5 seconds.
Two little play. That's literally
Go
two.
look at the highlights. Just go look at the highlights, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
He
It's
was back
literally
there for 5 seconds.
plays out the damn near whole game. He had to actually dodge a nigga for a goddamn pass. Another two he may have ran and took off. But let's be real, bro.
Hey,
We
I'm
that's
sat
hey,
telling
there
you.
listen.
game by game, Cuban. We sat there and chatted game play by play.
And you told me I was being overcritical of number 70, and the announcer even called it out.
And I
Studio.
told you, and there was one play in the game where I said, okay, that little DB or safety or linebacker, he spin on him real quick and went, and he fell down. He couldn't even. He had to make an amazing move to beat him. Couldn't really make the sack, and he was able to get the payoff. But one play.
Studio. The announcer called it. He said there's been multiple times already. Number 70 let somebody go by him.
You hadn't that
Well,
multiple. But let's go.
I will say this, and we're close to wrapping this up because I feel like we're kind of going in circles. But you know, not me, not South Coast Kane going in circles. But anyway, uh, Mr. Norman, what's up? What's up? What's up? But here's my thing. Yes, Miami won. They beat number 6 Notre Dame, and a lot of folks, a lot.
Okay,
Of
stop
folks
right there. Stop right there. That's it. Go ahead and end the show. That's
No. Okay, first, okay, E Brown, I love you, baby, but what dictates number 6 and number 10? What dictates it? It's preseason rankings. Okay,
yeah.
it's preseason. There's no preseason. There's nothing to say you have earned a number 6 or a number 10. I mean, my God, Florida State was number 1 back in 87, 88. But what I'm getting at is right now, week 1. Okay, week 1, we don't know. We don't know who's what, who's who. But we do know what happens on the field. All right. And here's what I'm getting at. Oh, yes. Today, number 10 Miami beat number 6 Notre Dame based on the rankings today. We're not going to discuss the validity of the rankings. Okay? We're just going to go with what it is. Yes, Miami beat Notre Dame. I'm happy, but in the same breath, I'm concerned because I still see the same tendencies that we've seen forever. That's just me. I hope they change. I really do.
You had
But
to move one ahead. Twice.
uh-oh. So, with that being said, I said my piece. All right. Did you say it seemed Coach Freeman used love sparingly in the first half and part of may have been trying to. Okay. Oh, a lot of things that happened tonight I can dismiss as first game of the season. Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Studio, mute yourself, Studio.
That's not me.
It might be E. Brown. It might be Murder She Wrote coming through. But, like I said earlier today, we all have one common goal, and that's from the University of Miami football to be successful. We really do. But unfortunately, in my opinion, I still see the same stuff going on. I still see it.
Murder
That's
She
just
Wrote.
that's my opinion. Okay, I'm not saying that's exact. That's just my opinion. Okay. Hey Rue, I want to tell you straight up, In that second half, with the way the refs were calling the game, I'm like, oh yeah, something going on.
Yeah, they try
Something's
to make it
going
close.
on.
They ain't want to
Yes.
embarrass Notre Dame. We could have.
No, no,
I
you're
ain't that
right.
concerned. I ain't that concerned.
Right, right,
What
right.
I do know, I'm gonna make this closing argument. We about to end if you don't mind.
Go
What I
ahead.
do know, because you made a lot of reference to what this means, number 6, number 10, earning it, so forth, right?
Right.
I do think odds makers, stuff like that, they can kind of gauge a ranking of a team. And yeah, you got to
Yep,
play it
yep,
to
yep,
prove
yep.
it, da, da, da.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watch Ohio State, I watched a lot of football this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I watched Ohio State
Mm-hmm.
and Texas. They don't have all you do is double Jeremiah, load the box. They don't got no real scary weapons. Neither do Texas,
I
as
agree.
like they did last year. Penn State
Mm-hmm.
really doesn't have it.
Right.
I really feel like our secondary has got that juice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, he had that one
Yeah.
busted coverage. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But it was a linebacker. It wasn't a secondary per se. Getting
Mm-hmm.
scores, crossing
Mm-hmm.
route, da da da. The run
Right.
game looked at manly. Like they
Right.
weren't gashing us. Like I seen a lot of teams getting gassed. They were
Right.
having real trouble getting little yards. I mean, they got that, one drive they had a run or two. But other
Right.
than that,
Right.
we bottled that up. Yeah, I'm concerned about coaching. We'll get on coaching as the year go on. We're gonna keep our
Right.
eye on
Right.
that.
Right.
But I just want to keep it in perspective as a ranking, like as you said. Um, they were projecting Notre Dame to have a more experienced line,
Mm-hmm.
almost a better
Mm-hmm.
team,
Mm-hmm.
experienced secondary, so on and so forth. The only
Mm-hmm.
weakness was the quarterback, da da da. I think this
Mm-hmm.
number 6 ranking is legitimate. I think our offense looked a lot better than most teams out there, and it not the best. Let's admit it. And they didn't
Yeah.
run a
Right.
bunch of different various run plays. It was just
Mm-hmm.
up the middle of the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we see there's a lot of more to be had there. So that's a
Right.
bright thing to look at. Okay, we can
Mm-hmm.
easily tinker that. Just like call some different run shit. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
no, oh, we getting beat at a point in the tag,
Right.
we weak,
Right.
we get manhandled, we
Right.
slow.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looked it up to par.
It
I
did.
think this was a playoff game, bro. Remember, Notre
Mm-hmm.
Dame, even though I thought they were kind of voted in a little bit
Mm-hmm.
premature at the beginning of the season, they lost to NIU last year, remember?
Right.
But they
Right.
went on
Right.
11,
Right.
7-11 game winning streak. They was a
Mm-hmm.
one play away from winning the Natty. They left a
Mm-hmm.
wide open Jeremiah Smith, which was a bad defensive call, in my opinion. So I gotta get his win credit, a little more credit than, even though you like you said it's overshadowed a bit. It is. It
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is. It hurt because I wanted to blow their ass out. We should have
Right.
been able
Right.
to
Right.
blow them
Right.
out,
Right. Right.
but I know what they were doing because I'm looking at it. When we called that timeout, then I called that time. Then I gave you the text. I said they
Mm-hmm.
called this timeout literally to call a weaker play to give them a chance to come
Right.
back and make this
Mm-hmm.
game a little closer. I
Right. Right.
literally
Right.
called that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna end in that.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, from looking at the players on the field, Heru, I see some improvement. Yes. The fact it is that I just it's just the play calling, the coaching, you see what I'm getting at? It's nothing to do with the players. I honestly, truth be told, I think the offensive line looks a little better than they were last year. They're not without sin, but I mean, but again, that with the whole that's you can say that with the whole team. It's like I can see where the players are a little better. I have a hang up with the coach and the play call. That's my hang up. You know, and whatever kinks they may have or whatever problems they may have, now, now is the time to get through them.
You know what
Now
we
is the
need to do,
time to
Coach,
correct them.
Coach Kane? You know what we
What's
need
that?
to do?
What's
Because
that?
we can't fire Mario right now because he's
No, no, no,
right.
no.
We need to
Right.
fly the plane over the practice field and say, "Stop running up the middle."
And you're right. You're right. Exactly, Hayward. It's like, you know, you, if
Where
if
where
my
where
if
where would you guys prefer us to run the ball?
well
Do some
again,
beer plays,
it doesn't.
some sweeps, uh, some jet sweeps. I wanted to see what the boy name, the tight end name,
Uh,
Lofton.
Lawton. I wanted to see him motion, maybe get back, get a little one. Nothing, just a shotgun. I'll hand it off, go up the middle.
But
but
it's
but the thing about it, no, I'm sorry, Sako, go ahead.
no, no. I was just going to say, Mr. Brown, I don't think it's so much about running the ball, but what I continue doing in the second half, what brought you success in the first half.
But what I what
And,
I what
and
I what I what I think is that. Oh, you weren't finished. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, all I was going to say is, you know, if you're having success with the little 9 yard, 10 yard, 11 yard, 12 yard passes, little underneath pitch and catch, you know, get a little, 3, maybe 4 yards rushing, hit that little 9, 10 yard underneath pass play. Why would you get away from that? That's
Because
what brought you
strategy,
success.
because strategy. You got to remember the Notre Dame defense made adjustments.
Right,
The number one adjustment that they made
right,
was they put their best defensive back on the young kid, the freshman.
right.
They put their best defensive back on it. The second
Hmm.
thing that they did was they moved their safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage to where
Okay,
those to where those 8 and 9 yard pass plays couldn't work to perfection.
okay,
As you noticed that
okay.
when Carson threw the football to the kid Moore, those
Hmm.
passes were broken up because the defensive
Right,
back,
right,
the
right,
safeties
right.
had moved up.
Okay.
So this is a strategic game. The strategy at the beginning of the game was to do the 10 yard passes because they knew they were going to be back. We were gonna run the ball up the middle to set up the passing game for the long the long pass. And the most important thing was the reason for running the ball up the middle was to wear down the Notre Dame defense in that heat and humidity. That's why you've seen
I'm
all
not,
them running up the middle plays.
I'm not buying that because if
Okay.
you are
But
I
21
mean,
7.5,
you
go, go
you,
ahead,
you
bro.
gotta
and
you gotta go along with the strategy that was built, the game plan that was planned. You gotta
right.
follow the game plan if you
And,
want to have success. And it was
and,
successful because they were up 21-7.
and Mr. Brown, as a coaching staff, you come in with that game plan. But as a coaching staff, you have to have some contingency plans in that if
Yes, sir, you
they're
do.
on to our original game plan, where do we go? You see where I'm getting at? And
You didn't see it, South Coast.
I,
Our game plan when we came out on the second half, our game plan was to pound the ball, just run it down the field and eat up the clock. And we did that
exactly.
to success because we scored a touchdown. That's
One,
why that's why they remain. That's why it looks like they took the foot off the pedal because that first drive after the first second half started, it was successful. So they were going to do it all over again. However,
right.
however, we got penalties remember, we got the penalties, we got the
Mm-hmm.
holding,
Mm-hmm.
we had the illegal motion that
Right,
brought the
right,
ball back.
right, right, right.
So
You're
it,
right.
it kind of it kind of threw a monkey wrench in the strategy. So
But
that's why
what
it
a
looked like. If, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, 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 no. You bring a valid point, and I understand it, and I know where you're coming from, Mr. Brown. But I don't understand how when Mr. Bain got the interception off of a you know kick from whoever, when Bain intercepted that pass
Hmm.
and went down to the I
Like the
don't remember
35,
if it was
not like
like
that, by the 35-yard
20,
line.
25, 30,
Yeah.
regardless.
Hmm.
When Bain got that interception and went to, let's just say for shits and giggles, 30-yard line. I don't know what it
Hmm.
was. So you got first and 10 at the 30-yard line. You got 30 yards to score a touchdown.
Yep.
And then what happened?
Now you
Run,
remember.
run, run. You had three running plays that amounted to maybe a yard or two.
Now you remember what happened. You remember that it was a 3rd and 2. It was 3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
We called a running play to Brown. Brown was trying to go up to the right, and then he made an adjustment to go left, but he tripped over number 70 ankle,
Markel. Okay.
and he
Yes.
fell, and
Yes.
he hurt
Yes.
Markel. Markel got hurt on that play.
Yes. But the
That's
fact of the but
that's why we had to end
why
up trying to keep.
but why are you running on 3rd and 2? Why are you running on second and whatever? When in fact your little 7, 8, 9, 10 yard pass play was working like a charm. They didn't stop. They couldn't stop it. And again, I'm no I'm not trying to second guess. I'm just saying why do you get away why does Miami get away from things that are working?
They do that. They did that in the first half.
Yeah,
Shannon
and
Dawson pissed me off that whole game.
look, I
Don't know the
understand the
flow. Don't
I
know the rhythm.
yes.
And even
Yes.
listen, and even E Brown, even if you go up 21-7, you say, okay, we're gonna run. Our strategy is to wear them down. Well, get in your understanding. Get your real run plays out the game. Why are you in the shotgun acting like you gonna throw it? And who
Right.
you fooling?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
And,
didn't like the shotgun when
well,
they
but again,
no
if
put
you
on.
go,
Yeah, I
but
agree with that.
here's the double-edged sword. If if Bet goes under center, which that's a rarity, then they're gonna probably run. But my thing is,
You know we're gonna run. That's
it
right.
it does
Line up,
to
stop trying to fake somebody out, and
right,
run it.
right. And my thing is, regardless of whatever you do, why aren't you using what has been working in the first half? That's what got
I
you
told
where
you
you
why. I
are.
told you why because the defense made adjustments.
Yeah, he's
If the
saying they
deep,
Okay,
stepped up on it.
okay.
Well, why
The
ain't he called it
defense.
to go deep now to catch him for biting? So Shannon
What,
Dawson's
what,
still on you.
right. Where's the play action pass? You know, where is and again, we're just sitting here everyday people on a YouTube channel venting our whatevers. Okay. We're not experts, but you know, these coaches are paid very good money to come up with these, contingency plans. And you're right, Hayru. You make adjustments, okay, and when as an OC, you have to take that in consideration. In that, okay, I'm going to go with this type of play. Now, if the opposing defense makes adjustments and starts doing this or that or the other, okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Salco, let
I'm
me
going to
catch you. Let me catch you how I know. Let me show you how I know he was wrong.
okay.
Shannon Dawson.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that touchdown play, he realized that he ran that double move with C.J. Daniels, where he had
Mm-hmm.
like he was breaking down
Mm-hmm.
DB and hit on it, and he took off. And luckily, the pass was kind of high. Luckily, he
Yes.
snagged it.
Yes. 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 I mean, don't get me wrong. That awesome catch by C.J. Daniel. If you look at that play, it was just. I mean, honestly, that catch, that whole play was. Thank you, Jesus. It worked out because if I remember correctly, Beck was under some pressure. He was about to get hit, or he just threw it up there. And luckily, the God given talent that CJ had, he was able to jump up, do the one handed grab, and it's a touchdown. And, it happens, you know. But
But
go ahead,
but
Cuban.
I did see I did
You
see
Byron.
the I did see the adjustment. The adjustment
Hmm.
was made by Notre Dame's defense
Oh,
to come
yes.
up and then put number 15 on our best wide receiver. That was the adjustment by the defense. And by moving the safeties up, it prevented us from getting a whole lot of yardage at the middle. So you guys remember, after that happened, Shannon Dawson switched his strategy where he started throwing those wide receiver screens out to he started
Right,
going out to the right.
right, right, right,
That was
right.
that was his strategy. He was throwing wide receiver screens. If you remember,
Mm-hmm.
when all of that happened, when they made their adjustment, he
Mm-hmm.
started going out over to the wide receiver screens and the wide receivers coming in and catching the football out. That was that was the counteract to the
Right,
counteract.
right.
So it was like I said, it was a strategic thing to watch the offensive coordinator for Miami and the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame go back and forth at each other. We as
Right.
fans, we sit there and go, why are they taking the foot off the pedal? Because there were adjustments being made by Notre Dame that prevented us from doing what we were doing successfully in the first half. So
But
that's what
And where
happened.
creativity come in
but
at.
right. I mean, Notre Dame made the adjustments, but why didn't Miami make the adjustments?
They made the adjustment Miami made was to go to the wide receiver screen. If you notice
Mm-hmm.
in the second, we
But
went to the wide receiver screens a lot. After they made their adjustment by moving the safeties up and by assigning that guy to just follow Tony all over the field.
okay.
So that's where our adjustment was. Okay, let's go to the wide receiver screen since they're like playing a like a boxing one. They'll
Mm-hmm.
play like a boxing one. They would put one guy on our best receiver. So we would motion our best receiver away from the play, and then we would
Yeah.
go to the wide receiver screen. That's what I
Okay.
noticed.
Yeah. Well, I guess without us, I mean, I don't know. It's it's like a
But the
quarter.
bottom
It's
line is, gentlemen, I listen. I feel giddy right now. If
yeah.
that's
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
not too
Yeah.
big. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
giddy right now.
Right.
Tomorrow when the rankings come out, the rankings going to make us feel even better about tonight's win because we're going to move from number 10. We're probably going to move up into the sixth or fifth spot in the ranking.
Well, again,
Okay.
and I understand. Look, I understand, Mr. Brown. I understand about the rankings and stuff, but again, let's keep it in my opinion, let's keep it in perspective. It's week one, okay? And anything that can be done to improve the stock, great. If Miami goes from number 10 to number 8 or 7, fantastic. Fantastic. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
we have to continue to, first and foremost, make it to the ACC championship game and then win that game and get to the playoffs and so forth and so on. So, it's I just don't want anybody from my point of view. I don't want anybody out there to misconstrue that I'm not happy about the way about the win tonight. I am
No, no,
happy.
no.
It's just
That's not my
it's
sentiment. My sentiment.
just it's
I just know that
just
you and I have been 46 years into this thing, and we've been disappointed, bro. We've been
I'm
disappointed last
I'm
20
looking at
years.
you
Bro, you're
know
not 46. Stop it.
as much as the sun has shined today, I'm thinking about how is the sun going to shine 2 or 3 months from now. And today was a good step. I mean, it's a win. Miami won. It's a step in the right direction, but there are opportunities for improvement. Okay, we can all agree on that. Let's enjoy this week. Okay, let's relish in the fact that Miami beat Notre Dame, regardless of the intricacies, and let's hope that we can get some backups in tomorrow, next week, um, and then with USF, hopefully we can make more strides towards progression and success. Um, but this has been good. I appreciate y'all listening to me vent, and I enjoyed listening to y'all vent. Next week, with it being Bethune, no disrespect to Bethune, but I'm not gonna really have anything going on because I'll be working. But South Florida, we'll be back at it. So thank y'all so much for
What's the next game? It's what? Bethune, South Florida, then FSU.
No, then Florida, and then the
Florida.
bye, and
Oh,
then
I will look. Bethune again. No disrespect to Bethune, but I
Yeah,
really.
disrespect them, man. Disrespect
Well,
Bethune,
no,
okay?
I
I
sit
got.
Malachi Tone. I sit all our starters. Cause it's gonna be a long 5 games here, and then we got that
Yes,
long stretch on the road. Remember?
yes. So again, it's the first of the season. We just got started. I'm so glad it has happened. But from a South Coast K show perspective, we'll probably. I mean, I'm sure I'll have a patio perspective and whatever. But as far as what we're doing now, probably not until after the USF game, and we may have a pregame show for USF since we've got a couple of games under our belt. But I enjoyed this, gentlemen. It was, um, we're getting back into the saddle. E. Brown, Hayru, Lakers all day. Of course, the lovely and talented Cuban. Uh, and to
Wait a
all the
minute.
folk.
Wait a
What?
minute. Wait a
What?
minute. Wait a
What?
minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold.
What?
The lovely and talented Cuban Kane.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Okay, Cuban Kane. Come on, bro.
I am lovely and talented. What's wrong with you, Ebron? I am lovely and talented. You got a
Come
bunch
on,
of
man.
hate, man. Studios hating on me. South Coast hating on me. Now you, Ebron, I thought we were not
How,
cool.
how did I hate on you? What did I do?
Hey, man. All I gotta say is, hey, gentlemen, great show, and go Canes, baby, go Canes. Right?
And look, E. Brown, look,
Yes, sir.
don't get upset. We're not pick. Again, everybody's opinion is welcome. Nobody hates anybody, but
Absolutely. If you can
you
listen to
know.
Cuban Kane, if you listen to Cuban Kane, you can listen to anything, bro.
Look,
What do I say that is wrong? I have
look,
not been wrong yet. That sorry ass offensive line is trash.
look. I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else, Mister Brown. If you don't like Cuban Kane, you just don't understand him. If you
You just don't
understand Cuban
understand
Kane, you're okay.
You don't
it.
like me, you don't like yourself.
Don't
But nah, and again, with all seriousness, that's one thing I like about you fine folks. Y'all are gonna tell it like it is and how you think. You know, damn be the CCC and all that crap. Uh, but I guess maybe I'm biased, but we need more channels like this where everybody can come in here, say their piece. Mr. E. Brown come in and talked about, what the hell are y'all talking about? Miami just beat the number 6 team in the nation. Y'all are all idiots. But
I didn't see that.
I know E. Brown. Let me play along, E. Brown.
Well,
Play along.
hold on.
But
Before we hand, I just one improvement we need in this program. Just get rid of that stupid ass band. There's like two people
oh,
in the
dude,
band.
bruh.
I,
Well, I mean, in all honesty, Cuban, it is a private school. It's not a state-funded school, so it is what it
Bethune is a
is.
private school. Bethune has
I
a billion people. We literally had like 10 people in the band.
I know, I know.
E. Brown was
Now,
the band leader.
I will say this. None of those schools in Florida can compare to the human jukebox that is Southern University, but I digress. Ah, anyway, no, in all seriousness, yes, Miami won. I am happy, I'm glad, but in the same breath, I'm kind of concerned, and it was kind of a hollow victory for me, okay? Because I cannot believe Miami had them 21-7 and could not
Put them
seal the
away.
deal. That's just me.
Yep,
You
I
guys
agree with
sound
That's
you.
like
just me.
old parties. What the hell you guys talking? We won the game. You guys should be happy, and that's it. Like stop the crap. Stop
Yeah,
sounding
Mario
like
got
E.
to learn
Brown.
how to
But
close, man. Mario got
but
to learn how to close.
but I will say this. I will say this. In all honesty, from what I saw out of Clemson and Florida State and a little bit out of Virginia Tech, if Miami can kind of clean a few things up, I really think Miami controls their own destiny. I really
Hey,
do.
I agree with you. I
I
agree.
really do. Uh Clemson again. Let's not remember. Let's remember. Let's keep it in perspective. This is week one. It's just week one. Okay. Championships are not won in August, but as of right now, all right. I think if Miami can clean up a little bit of the stuff, I think as of right now should be okay. But then again, come a couple of weeks, we'll find out against South Florida because they did give Boise State, a pretty good thrashing, and then we move on from there, week by week, week by week. Um, but with that being said, y'all got anything to say before we get out of here? Hey, Roo?
Yeah, that South Florida quarterback was disrespectful. I watched that game, and he running dudes over. He looking to truck dudes, and he like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
care, I'm a quarterback. I'll truck you. I'll show that film to our team and be like, bro, I know he 230. I know he back, but that's disrespectful. I want us to put it on him. Um, our rest. I know it's disrespectful to football, saying you should, you know, take every opponent the same, but Bethune
Mm-hmm.
Cookman, they trash. I will
Mm-hmm.
rest my entire, you know, I
Yep.
even sit back, but I know you can't do that. So I'll let them play like two series, give them
Mm-hmm.
like two
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns, sit your
Mm-hmm.
butt down. I won't play none of our stud running backs.
Right.
I'll play all three back up from Gerard Pingle to Tyrone Wheatley Humphrey.
Yep.
I'll play
Yep.
all,
Yep.
Malachi won't play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
JoJo won't play. Y'all always kind of like nursing injuries anyway. So sit y'all ass down.
Right. Right. Right.
Let's get
Right.
some of these back up. It's a long season.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I won't play. Let's see some of these young dudes. If they
Yes.
really that dude, let's see if they can
Mm-hmm.
maintain a blowout.
Right.
Lightfoot, all those dudes, I want to see them primarily. I don't want to see no starters hardly.
Okay. All right, Cuban, what you got for us?
Like I told Studio on the text, Lyle needs to redshirt. He dances too much. Need to take his ass and go to the damn hole. Um, this is a good victory. Holding them to this standard. They played physical. They played good. Lakers not in here, but receivers need to step up their game. You cannot have a 16-year-old. I know he's not 16. He's 17. You cannot have a 17-year-old come in and take your spot. It's
Right.
just it's embarrassing, right? I mean, he's a
It is.
beast. It's embarrassing to let a 17-year-old come in here. And you guys been in the program for 2 to 3 years. You know the system, and this dude just came
Right.
here, learned the system, and started game one. That's ridiculous.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Also, South Coast, I'm gonna send you his pictures. NFL draft file is saying Francis Marigold is a guard in the NFL. You know, I've been saying it for a while. The line needs to be reshuffled. I know they're not going to do it because of NIL and all the meat riders that are out here. You have E. Brown championing, oh, this is the greatest offensive line ever. So on and so forth. But you
Right.
gotta
Right.
change
Right.
this line, man. This line. I mean, I don't know, but whatever. It is what it is. But to be honest, I was just trying to think here. I think we were the most. No, Florida State was the most impressive team this weekend. Florida State was number one and Miami was number two, and I hate saying that shit. I just shoot myself saying that.
Yeah.
But we were very impressive. This is if I see the difference between a Mario team and a Manning team, right? This is a big team, strong team, not a fast team, but I see the difference. I see the importance that he built on the O line and D line. But you know,
Wow. I'm glad
the
this is recorded. Wow.
no. I mean, I see the importance of it. But the coaching decisions, I don't know if he needs to go to grad school or some shit. But he needs to figure out this whole timing shit. He needs to
Yeah.
figure it out because
Yeah.
you cannot waste 3 stupid ass timeouts in the first half and be conservative in the third quarter. We always talk. He always talk. This is Miami football. That's not Miami football. Miami football is to dominate, and we didn't
Right.
dominate in the third quarter. We went conservative. So
Mm-hmm.
that shit will get you beat. That shit will have Syracuse and Georgia Tech come in here and beat our ass. But
Yep.
outside of that, it's good to fellowship with you guys. I
Yes.
think it's
Yes.
important for us to talk. I like this format
Mm-hmm.
where we could
Yes.
all talk and not have a phone call and wait and have 2 seconds to jump out. So
Right.
I
Right.
appreciate you guys, even though you guys are always wrong and I'm always right. You know, uh, we laughing at E. Brown. I'm never wrong.
I knew
I'm
it.
always right in these situations. I mean, you can see
Shit.
me beat Studio in debates all the time. So and then if Ebron, you ever want to debate me, it's gonna be easy because it's just easy. But not all joking aside, I really appreciate you guys. Even Morant that came up here, Lakers all day. I love the debate, the differencing
Mm-hmm.
of opinions. 'Cause I don't
Right.
like everybody to agree. I just don't understand the whole groupie shit, right?
Right.
I like to hear a different opinion because like Studio checks me all the time, right? And I'm like, damn, Studio, you're right, and so I appreciate you guys' opinions, and that's and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, that's it.
Damn.
All right, E. Brown. Here's your chance, buddy. I know you don't
Well,
get this kind of respect and everything on other channels, but tonight, this morning, it's all you, baby.
listen, it's going to be my soliloquy is going to be short and sweet. It's tonight we set a precedent. Okay, every team in the country right now, every team in the country, watch the University of Miami play a primetime game, and they perform with total dominance. Total dominance. So everybody's on notice everybody in the ACC, everybody in the top 10, everybody in the top 25, everybody knows now about the University of Miami that hey, we have a dominant team that we're coming. Okay, that we're coming, and that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to project tonight, and that projection is out there. So all you got to do is turn the television on in the morning and listen to the sports talk shows. You'll see it. All right. So, gentlemen, I really enjoyed the conversation, and you guys have a good night. And again, go Canes.
All right. Thank you, E. Brown.
Last thing,
Now,
quick. Last thing. Miami needs to understand that they're a big program. Like they need to start acting like a big time program. You saw that stadium. You saw how many celebrities were in there. Like
yeah,
I just hope Miami they need to start the school. The school needs to start operating like a big time program and not this little stupid ass shit.
exactly. Exactly. Now, my final words. uh, First off, thanks to everybody who stopped by. Good to hear from Heyru. Of course, Cuban, E. Brown, Lakers all day. Rent free. Sorry you had to jump off, but I understand. Thanks to everybody who showed up in the chat. I would go through the names, but I would leave somebody out. But thanks to everybody who showed up. Uh, I guess my final words, my final thoughts are this time last year, we thought that the 2024 Miami Hurricanes was the real deal. And this year, the number 10 Miami Hurricanes defeated number 6 Notre Dame. And I do not want to take anything away from that. Miami did defeat Notre Dame. But as of right now, based on what I saw, unless Miami stops being conservative and keeps doing what is working, we're in for another typical Miami season. I'm not saying that, Miami should beat everybody by 30, 40 points. No, but you should just keep doing what's working and have a plan for in case what's working don't work. Plain and simple. I know Mr. Brown was talking about how everybody saw how Miami is, but I was getting text messages, I was getting whatever, and that people are telling me like, what's going on in the second half? Y'all come out, y'all are just going down the field at will. CJ makes this great catch, and then nothing. You're letting Notre Dame come back, And again, nothing against Notre Dame. They are a good team. Okay, this is not like playing Wake Forest. But the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, when you play against a team like Notre Dame, you got to have your ducks in a row. And if you have your ducks in a row against a Notre Dame, you're more than likely to have those ducks in a row against a Florida, Florida State, Virginia Tech, whatever, and an SMU, etc. Now, and on that note, Virginia Tech, I know some of y'all watched the game against South Carolina that Virginia Tech played, but come the end of November, Virginia Tech's going to be ready to play. I'm not saying they're going to beat Miami, but what I'm getting at is you know, again for the 100th time, Miami has a chance to stop being Miami from the last 20 years. You know, this is your chance. This is an opportunity to turn the corner, right the ship, whatever. Um, but as far as Miami versus Notre Dame goes, I thought there was a lot of improvement, a lot of development. Still got a long ways to go. It's the first game of the season. But this BS of, going conservative halfway through the third quarter, it's not going to cut it. Because when you go to prevent or conservatism, you're just allowing the other team to step in and get back in the ball game. I really like where the defense is going. I think the defense, at least the front seven, I think they're going to get better, hopefully. Um, so for future reference, because I don't want this thrown in my face come, Thanksgiving week. All right. Um, it was a good win. I'm happy for the win. I'm excited for the win. But there's room for improvement, of course. And hopefully the coaching staff will see that and do a little self-evaluation on themselves. And again, I've said this before. Just set these young men up for success. You know, allow them to do what they do. And this coaching staff damn near blew this game. I'm just saying. So, and like E. Brown said, everybody tomorrow is going to be talking all this about Miami this, Miami that. I guarantee you the CCC is going to take this game and they are going to just, exponentially blow it up. And that's fine. That's fine. Take it as you want. I'm not trying to ridicule anybody who takes this game and goes wherever. I'm just giving you my opinion. And that let's with the team, let's just continue to improve. Coaches, let's continue, which I mean, most of these coaches have been doing this for a while, but we'll see. We'll see. But again, let's have fun. Let's enjoy this. Miami beat Notre Dame. Okay. And nobody really gave us a snowball's chance in hell. But if Miami can kind of tighten the screws a little bit, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So anyway, I am the number 3 most hated Canes fan. Maybe number 2. Who knows? But anyway, I keep it real. I'm really looking forward to Ike and Israel's take on this game. I'm pretty sure they'll have something to say. So y'all do yourself a favor. Go subscribe to them. Check them out. And that's really it. That's really it. So I mean, it's almost 1:15 where I'm at, 2:15 on the East Coast. So it's been a long day, but it's been a good day. So again, thanks to those who have joined and spoke out. So we're gonna call it a night.
Hold up, no mention of no F1 talk here, no F1, no.
Okay, all right. You want F1 talk? I'll give you F1
No,
talk.
I'm joking.
No. Hey, look. Okay, Hamilton spun out. All right, it happens. But then Antonelli gonna knock knocked Leclerc out, and poor Leclerc got to sit on the sand dune for like 10 laps and watch. But damn, those McLarens are fast. I mean, dude, if Lando hadn't have blew a gasket or something, I mean, who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know what those McLarens are doing, but damn, they're fast.
They took
But
all the what they call it, Red Bull's engineers.
yeah, I mean, I know Max came in second because of Lando's debacle, but Isaac Hadjar, he got his first podium win. I think the dude ain't but like 17 years old. So, yeah. And again, we talked about it the other night, Cuban. I just want to see some competitiveness, some variety. And today was it epitomized it. Of course the Ferraris didn't do shit, but it happens. The Marlins swept my Mets after the Mets
It's a
basically
great
swept the
weekend.
Braves.
It's a great weekend.
Yes. It's crazy. But Cadillac's coming. Just remember that. Cadillac is coming. But anyway, look. I'm this has been a great day. Finally got some Miami Hurricane football. We can nitpick, we can say what we want, but it's back. Hurricane football is here. We have tangible evidence. We don't have to listen. Lord Backington the third. Lord have mercy. The physical play in the trenches was a difference maker. Lord Backington. Well, I tell you what, Cuban, every time we do this, we always get some interesting individuals. Well, thank you, Lord Backington the third. But I honestly, though, seriously, after all the off-season hype that we've been through forever, it's good to have tangible, on the field Miami stuff going on. And just remember, folks, if you made it this far, I will say, yes, we bitch about a lot, we talk about a lot, we nitpick about a lot, but at the end of the day, we just want to see these young men successful. We want to see this organization successful. We want to see the youth successful. That's all. That's all. And we may have a difference of opinion. We may have different philosophies and ideologies and methodologies. Oh, Lord Beckington, that's funny. But yeah, we just want Miami. We just want the Miami football team to be successful, and we'll see. But don't be surprised if all the how can I say this? Don't be surprised if all the well wishers are out in full force this week. But it is what it is. But anyway, look, it's middle of the night. It's not even a West Coast team, but it was good to have it back. It was so good to have it back. But y'all enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend if you have it. Y'all stay safe. Don't be stupid. Thank y'all again for stopping by and watching. I see we still got, we had 16 down to 12 people leaving because they're tired of hearing me talk. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. And as we do it here, peace, love, and soul. Let's go, Canes. And I probably won't even worry about Bethune-Cookman with all due respect, but we're going to get together before South Florida. So, other than that, we're going to catch y'all next time. Bye.